There we go. It helps if I hit enter studio. Good morning, Cripple Crew. I was like, why can't I see the picture on my screen? I'm going to begin this with a DBD salute to Mr. Chris Warris. There we go. So there's a DBD salute to Chris Warris, the first ever member of Cripple Crew International. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Marco. Good morning, Gabe. Angelo was in here at 5:55. What's up, everybody? What's up, Corbin? Good morning, homie. Are y'all hearing me? Y'all reading me? Are we good? Kathleen Smith, good morning. You just got the Rubik. Hell yeah, Blue. That's a badass knife, right? How are you today, Kathleen? Is everybody hearing me? Yes, thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. And thank you again for being the first member of Cripple Crew International. What's up, Wildcard? Drinking that coffee? What's up, Adventure Man? How you doing? Going back to work? I'll have to check that out later. Yeah, the SRM Rubik is hella sharp out of the box. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. 5x5. Yeah, fantastic knife. I love the big, tall working blade and just insane crossbar action. Cutting things is fun. Hell yeah, Blue. Say hello to Blue and the kiddos for me. Just got this in last night. The Finch Nocturnal in the blue and black shred with the glow shield. This is a trade. Awesome. I miss her. I miss Junior too, but she was my little homegirl. I got this in trade from Rolf Robertson for a few budget knives. When I was sending him the bug out from this trade, he had sent me a picture of this and said it just wasn't him. So I made him an offer because he told me some stuff he was looking for. And so traded him a few budget knives and got this awesome Finch. I really dig it. I don't know if you guys have noticed yet. Tactical Llama should be here soon, by the way. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I am now partially monetized. I have been accepted to the YouTube Partner Program, and I now have memberships and super chats turned on. And Chris Warris is the first member of Cripple Crew International. There is 3 levels of membership showing. Really, I plan on making everything available to the base level membership. YouTube just automatically sets the perks the way and into tiers. So you can, if anybody wants to become a member, the base level will get you everything. The other ones are just there for support. So, but thank you again to Chris, who will always be the first ever member. And wow, thank you, Chris. That is awesome. Chris Warris just gifted a membership to Cripple Crew International. What's up, Greg Vanderlip? What's up, Jimmy Crow? How are you this morning, homie? I got to pop over here to see who got the membership. I don't know why it's not showing me there. Let's see. Adventure Man. Adventure Man got the membership. That's awesome. Thank you again, Chris. I really, really appreciate that. Here's another DBD salute. And for Chris, for Adventure Man as well, for now being the second member of Cripple Crew International. Thank you, Chris. So there are emojis available to y'all. I don't know why it's not really showing the badge at the moment. I'll have to work on the badges. It's got something next to your name. It's just not showing the correct badge, but that's okay. But you do have emojis available to you as part of Cripple Crew International. Thank you, Greg. Smash that like button. I really appreciate everybody's support and allowing me to get to this point. And I want everybody to know that the memberships aren't there to try to make me rich or anything. I don't think I'm going to get rich off of this. It's just there so that we can continue to bring more stuff in to show and give away. Look at those emojis. You got the OG. You got the DBD, what is it? DB drip. You got wheeled. Oh, I'm trying to remember what I called them. DBD dripping, wheels, SpaceX Buffalo rocket fuel, and old school. Look at those cool ass emojis. What's up, EP? How are you, Experience Precision? Barbie Chambers, good morning. What's going on? How are you this morning? Fantastic to see you. Okay, now I see your badges. They work fine. I just wasn't seeing them because I was on StreamYard looking. Killer. Just killer. The action on the Mannix is dope. It's better than the action on any bug out. You pull the ball lock back and it goes back every time. But it definitely has enough that it feels like there's a detent there. I mean, it flies out. Much, much better detent feel and action than a bug out. Something you don't see on a bug out is it's centered. The FRN on Spyderco is a billion times better than the Gryvery on Benchmade. And the ergos on this are better than the PM2. You know, I've got both right here. They're very similar in size. Very similar. But the ergos on the Mannix and the shape of the Mannix blade, the ergos are better and the shape is a little bit better for EDC type stuff. So I highly recommend the Mannix. The lightweights, you can get the cool versions, all the different, like this is the Blade HQ exclusive CPM M4. There's Rex 45 exclusives. There's all types of exclusive steels. And then the exclusive colorway on the FRN. This one at Blade HQ, it's normally $135. It's probably cheaper today because of their sale. There is a Blade HQ link in the description if you would like to use it. Completely up to you. But it's probably down to like that. They typically drop them to 120 during their sale time. And that's an insane, even 135 is a great, great price for that. You have the CPM Crewwear Jedediah. That's dope. And welcome, Jedediah. Good to see you. Brand new American. What's going on? I hope you are doing well. Mrs. Deadly, what's going on, gorgeous? Thank you for popping in. If y'all missed it, Chris Morris, you got $20 off BHQ. Oh, dude, now's the time. You can just go to the app if you want, but if you'd like to help the channel, you can use the link that's in the description, and they're probably marked down right now, and it is it's my favorite American made knife that I own. I'm gonna upgrade it, but it's my favorite. Stacy's Bolsters Blades, what's up? Good morning. Got to give a shout out to Chris Morris, who was the very first member of Cripple Crew International, and also to Adventure Man, who received a membership that was gifted by Chris. Spyderco is hard to beat, that's for sure. Hard to beat, and pricing, even though it's gone up, is still better than Benchmade. Yeah, love it. Love it. Bando, what's up? Brown Sugar, good morning, sis. How are you? Good to see you. We got a bunch of ladies popping in, and that is awesome because Mrs. Deadly asked me yesterday, you know, we're getting close to 1K on the channel, and we've got a giveaway coming up. And Mrs. Deadly asked me if she could give a knife away on the giveaway, and if she could do a giveaway just for ladies. So of course, if you're once we get there, if your lady doesn't have a YouTube account, you can play for your lady or your moms or whoever. But we want this win to be for the ladies only. And Mrs. Deadly looks through a bunch of the knives, and she chose the Fentiso Cobra to give away. She really liked the ergos on it. It felt good in her hand, and you know, very controlled. And she liked the fact that it is finger safe action. You got the button lock, so your fingers never have to be in the way of the blade. So Mrs. Deadly will be doing something. There will be an announcement closer to the giveaway live. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's so shiny. I forgot about that. It's very shiny. She also liked that part. As to how we're going to do this giveaway, but Mrs. Deadly will be doing a giveaway for the ladies. I thought that was awesome. She asked me, you know, when she asked me almost like she thought I wouldn't be down with it. I thought that was an insane idea. Awesome idea. Rocking the white monster this morning because they discontinued my damn white pineapple. It's a very tall flat grind, Jedediah, and done very well. The button, the spring lock, or the spring tension is fantastic. Aries, I appreciate you popping in, homie. Yeah, Blue, go through the chat. I mean, go through the channel. I've had a bunch of fixed blades lately. FHDC, what's up? Good to see you. It is, man, I cannot thank you guys enough for your support. I never thought I would have memberships until I was at least 2 years deep in this. And I started this, my first video was Father's Day this year. And so to have memberships on already, Today, this is the first chat with memberships and such being live. And I can't thank you all enough. That is just, I'm blown away, honestly. Just blown away. What's everybody drinking this morning? I know Wildcard's got his coffee going. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Chris Warris was the very, very first member of Cripple Crew International, and Adventure Man was second. Crazy to me. You guys' support is awesome. Did you guys see the stuff? Oh, I should wait till Llama gets here on a diet. Coffee, we're going to get strawberry lemonade. So, here is the D2 reaction tie and the stub that drops in January. Diet Dr. Pepper. Thank you, Kathleen. I really appreciate that. Memberships, it shows 3 levels, but that's because YouTube, and it shows that there's different perks, but that's because YouTube picks the levels. Coffee with eggnog. Okay. YouTube picks the perks at levels. I plan on making everything available at any level. So anything beyond the base level is just extra support. And because I had 3 cool names in mind and I wanted to list all the 3 names. So I plan on anybody that gets a membership will get all the benefits of the top level of membership. So the way these knives are designed, this first one, it's very easy to get a full 4-finger grip on. And even though it doesn't look like it, it's a comfortable grip. But it's also designed that if you want to get back here, you have such a solid 3-finger that it feels like your hand's full. Aries can't do individual hellos. He's at work and on his phone. I appreciate you again popping in, homie. And then this one, you can get 3 fingers on it without issue. But it's actually, and I hate folders that aren't a 4-finger grip. I like a small folder, but only if it's a 4-finger grip normally. I can do 3 fingers on a fixie, but 2 fingers, I've never ever found a knife that I liked. And because of the shape of this, it's actually very comfortable to hold in a 2-finger grip, and I feel secure, very secure. And I could whip this out of my 5th pocket or pouch or, your purse. It's got the pocket clip on it, which it doesn't look like it, but it is reversible. They put a little micarta filler tab in there. Look at that. You got a little micarta filler tab so you can flip the pocket clip on this little guy. Clips right into your 5th pocket and you good to go. ATB2, what it do? These are going to drop on January 20th. They sent them to me ahead of time. This one is number 198 of 1,000. But they also sent there it is. They also sent an orange G10 version, number 305, for the 1K sub giveaway. And I'm not opening it unless you guys decide that you want to see it ahead of the live or during the live. I'm going to keep it sealed so that the winner can open it. Need Jimmy's address? Just DM me on IG. I won't remember after the stream, BNA. You have my Instagram. DM me and I'll hook you up. It would be. And you can take these scales off to clean them. It's titanium liners, just like the big version. You still get the full titanium liners for strength. And it's a titanium clip. And it's listed on the website as a flat grind, but it's definitely a small hollow. Just announce me the winner. You'll go ahead and show it and allow it. Oh, gotcha. I can show it. Gotcha. Ron Crow, good morning. Good morning. Laid off Pete. I didn't delete any messages. I don't see a deleted message. Good to see you, Pete. Yeah, and that you're right, Chris. That belly would work very well for skinning. And the way that this shape is, it goes right into your hand in a pinch grip. And you've got mad control of that belly. Great pinch grip. Definite chode knife. 100. You got, what's up, AB, by the way, and welcome. You got big chode, little chode. Yeah, arc form is shutting down. I never knew. Robert Willoughby, what's up and welcome. I somehow was unaware that Arcform was owned by Blade HQ. I didn't know that. And these are, you're right, that'd be a good pizza cutter, the big one. And these are available right now with micarta, or you can get it with G10 or glow scales, which would be better for, sick loss. Or you can, with both of those, the G10 and the glow scales would be better for skinning, just to keep the beef jerky juice off the micarta. Those are available right now, and code EDC with DBD saves you 10%, as you know. There's a link to TakCom in the description. Each one of them is limited edition. This is number 423 of 500. I believe they only made 300 of the G10, and I don't know how many are owned or how many of the glow there are. Yes, and I didn't know Flightanium was a Blade HQ company. But Arcform had some really cool knives. I really wish I could snag one right now with the sale. That's exactly what I want to order. Is a saber and a pry. Sure, Bendo. A lot of people are going to hate the looks of this. When I first saw it on the website, I didn't get it. TKE, what's up? What's up? I didn't get it, but they sent it to me. This was sent to them, or sent to me by them for review, and I knew I was going to hate this thing. And then I got it out and I used it, and it won me over so quick. You don't think who is populating discount codes? TKE, this is my first live stream with memberships turned on. Chris Warris was number 1, first member of Cripple Crew International ever, and Adventure Man was number 2. I was saying earlier, I never thought that I would get to that before the first 2 years, and so to get there in 5 months, the support of this community is amazing. Arcform. Yeah, I saw that last night. They must be selling enough of them on their clearance that they decided to stop doing that for a little bit. We should put these by each other. So you got to go this way, and you got to go this way. There we go. Finally hit 160. Hell yeah, Mike's Knives. That's awesome. So cool. Hey, Chris or Adventure Man, would either of you mind throwing up the emojis that members get just so the folks can see them? What's that?
But they have to be members this season.
And if you folks haven't, if you would do me a favor and stab that like button like you mean it, I would appreciate it. If you're new here, /subscribe. We do a lot of knife and EDC content, reviews, 5-minute smasher pass, and also a lot of lives. If you're not subscribed to Mike's Knives, do me a favor and subscribe to Mike's Knives. I'm going to make you a mod, Mike, so that you can drop your link as much as you want. Always feel free to self-promote here. Thank you for showing those awesome emojis, Chris. Well, okay, I might be a little biased when I say awesome. I do kind of like them because I chose them. But that's, you got DB Dripping, Wheels, SX BR Fuel, and Old School. And I've got to figure out how to make more, but those are my first 4 emojis. I'm just responding to Tactical Llama real quick. He is finishing up a couple of work items, and he'll be here in a minute. Anybody? Eagle Scout, good morning. Good to see you. Anybody get anything in the last couple of days? I got this dope Finch Nocturnal in trade as well. Yeah, I saw you. You told me that last night. That's dope on Everyday City Carry. I also got the Ultim Chop 2 in, and the action is even better than the G10. I really like this. You know me and Ultim, and you know me and North Mountain. Well, I love the looks of the Ultim with their San Mai. It's just, such a good feeling knife. What's up, B Shady? How are you? Yes, Bando, it's Darkwater Actual, all one word. Good morning, B Shady. Hope you are doing well today. There's Mike's Knives link if anybody would like to check it out. Not if you would like, please give Mike a sub. I'm gonna pin that for a bit. Robo, what's up? What's up? Hell yeah, B Shady. I know the people that were here early heard me say it, but I'm still going to tell B Shady because I'm hella excited. This is my first live stream with memberships turned on. where people can join Cripple Crew International. I really appreciate the support that got me to this point. Mick Ranger, what it do, what it do? How are you this morning? Those would be my two most recent knives to come in. And I guess the stub is also very recent. This came in, so I was hoping the mail would come during Saturday's live stream so I could show off the stubs. Ikra Slays, what it do? Welcome back. And it showed, the mail showed up 5 minutes after I shut off the live stream. 5 minutes. Eagle Scout. This one is actually the Fentiso Cobra. The Fox Chillin' is one I want to check. Robo says paying doesn't automatically give Cripple Crew status. They also have to pass an obstacle course. Of course, Ikra. I don't know why you're always surprised. Man, I don't know if you guys saw the video yesterday, but the Jimmy Crow special that's going to be part of the 1K is pretty dope. I'm going to pull it out here real quick. Yeah, pull it out. Just heard gunshots outside. Stay strapped. Jimmy always helping out the channels. That's so dope, Jimmy. You really are a treasure to our community. Have you? Roger that, Chris. This is the Jimmy Crow special that is going to go into the 1K giveaway. He did an acid wash pattern on the blade, as well as an acid and stone wash on the steel scales, and then flame anode all the hardware. This is the coolest pyrite I've ever seen. Mrs. Deadly's lying, go count the cats, and I bet the one that gets on her nerves is missing now. Yeah, this Jimmy Crow special for the 1K giveaway. Man, when I opened the box, I was like, whoa. So sick. Thank you again, Jimmy. I really appreciate your support and your friendship, my man. And somebody is going to be very, very happy. This will be part of the grand prize, of course. What's up, Angelo? Good morning. Mrs. Deadly. She's cracking herself up, too. She over here dying. Don't die on me, Miss Deadly. You, baby. Yeah, that is a sick knife for the 1K giveaway. The action, like all pyrites, is fantastic. That's really going to make a cool giveaway. Ikra, it's hard to pick a favorite knife. I have multiple knives that mean a lot to me. This would be my favorite American-made knife that I have. But I have knives that mean a lot to me, like the PM2 that Mrs. Deadly and the Deadly Daughter bought me. Here is a Dimco 8020.5 that the Deadly Daughter bought me after her first real paycheck. I mean, so there's a lot of knives. Plus, there's just so many good knives that it's hard to pick a favorite anyway. And so many different types of knives, Ikra. Like this would be my favorite slip joint knife currently that I have. Thank you, Mick. I love that. That's rocking Unlocked Composites, Old Thumb scales and backspacer. And these are quite a bit wider thicker than the stock 8020.5 scales. So they feel so much better. Take it easy, Jimmy. Have a good one, homie. Thanks for being here. Roger that, Angelo. And this is, this has a Lynch Northwest deep carry clip on it. I love this Dimco, but I also love the other one that she bought me, the Deadly Daughter got me, which is the 3V Tonto exclusive. And this one still has G10 scales, but it does have a Lynch Northwest clip, and hopefully soon we'll have aluminum scales. Robo says he's always rad. Unless Melissa Backwoods pops in the chat, then Robo's all thumbs. But he's working on it. Oh no! Look who it is. What's up, homie? How are you?
How's it going?
It's going well. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. What have you been up to?
I'm just talking to the folks, just playing with knives.
Nice.
What's up, Justin Funderburg?
How's it going, everyone? Good to see everyone here. Mike's
And
Knives, Marco,
Tim
Robo,
Ted-
Angelo, Brown Sugar, Mick,
Tim
Wildcard,
Ted Gold Llama.
yeah, Thunderstruck, Barbie. Oh my goodness, so many.
Yeah, luckily they hung out even though the star of the show wasn't here, Mr. 10K.
Let me solve that right here. 1 second.
Uh-oh, we lost him. Melissa makes the toes on his rubber foot wiggle. I can still hear the llama. Making all kinds of llama racket in the back. The llama's too big for this live. Yeah. You notice him making the late entrance, like he, all rock star and shit. Ain't got it. He's like, nah, I just come in whenever. They wait for me.
Thanks for warming up the mic. Appreciate it.
Yeah, there you go. You're not frozen out.
Mike smells like a good time. Thanks, DBD. Appreciate it.
Would one of the two members, either Marco or Adventure Man, do me a favor and please drop the member only icons so that TacKnives can see them. He really needs to see. Yeah, memberships are on today, homie.
Memberships are on today. Okay, so today's the first day.
Today's first day. Chris Warris was the very first member. He got made sure to get it before the live so he could be the first ever. And then he gifted one at the beginning of the live, and Adventure Man got it.
Crips and drips, limited. This is awesome. This is so cool. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to you about the badges and stuff as well. This is so cool. This is so cool.
You notice I had to take the rocket fuel.
Yep, I see that. I see that. So yeah, that I'm gonna have to go for.
Bradford Mitchell, what's up? Shady, I love this knife. This has some of the best action. This one has skips in it that were put in by Rolf before he traded it, and Lynch Northwest clip. But it feels so good. Oh
I can't believe you put that in there.
no. We got to do a
That's
DVD salute
ridiculous.
for TacLllama, our newest member of the Cripple Crew International. Dropping that SpaceX butthole rocket fuel emoji.
Goodness gracious.
What's up, Bassmaster? And thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Good morning, Bassmaster. But be shady. This is such an insane knife. I'm glad I got a hold of it in trade. I traded my bug out for this, and the bug out, as you know, never fit my hand. But this fits my hand so comfortably that I this has been in my front right magazine pocket every day since I've got it. This is the only knife that has been on me every day in that time period.
That's awesome.
Cassius EDC, what's up? What's up? SpaceX butthole rocket fuel, I'm down, says Robo Stevo. Next one's going to be the QQ. That one's pretty cool. I like the QQ. Yeah, and you know, B Shady, you know how much I love the unnamed. I'm jealous.
The unnamed. Yep.
I
It's a
also
fun looking
got
design.
this one in last night
Okay.
from Rolf Robinson, also who I made the trade for the Devo Pony Stout with,
Okay.
the Finch Nocturnal with the blue and black shred carbon fiber
That's cool.
and the glow in the dark Finch shield. And it's flipper only, but it is so easy to reverse flick. The first one I messed with, B Shady, was the one that was donated for my first giveaway. That was the Chernobyl Ant, and that was a cool knife. But this one I like way better. This one, the ergos on it are insanely better to me. Robo Stevo's going to slam a can of SpaceX butthole fuel and see if he can ollie up out of his robo leg, then land back in it without crashing. Good idea. And Mick Ranger's getting his Vosteed Martin. That's
what I've done
looking
is
knife.
I've built a launch pad out of the old scales and pieces. You know, like kind of Game of Thrones where they've got like a throne made out of all the old swords. No,
All the old
I've
swords.
created a whole launch pad catcher out of all the remnants and pieces of bits of EDC, all the junk drawers that get left behind. Every time you move and you don't sweep under the couch or find, well,
Your platform
right,
gets bigger.
you'd probably bring the couch with you, but that aside, when you leave the couch behind, then there's stuff in all that left behind EDC junk. Like it goes to the same place where the one sock in the dryer goes. Like when you lose the one sock in the laundry, it goes to
That
the
goes into your
same
platform
place.
too.
Yep. The platform is made of lost EDC souls.
That's why it's growing so fast. Well, what
That's
are you
why.
at? 12, 13K now?
78,000. No. No.
Oh, gotcha, Chris.
No, I don't know what I'm at. I don't look at that. Where am I at?
Barbarian Brawny. What's up, homie? Thanks for joining.
I don't look at this stuff. 779. Hell is that?
Did you say 97.79?
No, 97.96.
Damn. So you're like 2 minutes away from 10K at your current speed. That's awesome.
No. It's like 2 minutes, maybe 5, 10. I don't know, man. It looks like it's.
It ain't slowing down, and that's good. That's what matters. Yeah, J Course got it popping in.
I
Are
don't
you
know
at
where it's going, man.
15K
I don't know
yet?
where it's going. I don't know where it's going. So I can't say. I don't know. I just appreciate it. I'm dude, I'm just thank you. Like I don't even know what to say. Like, what do you say? Help me out
Very
here.
cool, Big Ranger. I love warnies and buttons. Almost to 10K. Geesh, I can't keep up, says Barbarian Brawny. Nobody can.
I don't get it. Jay's everywhere. Jay pops over from video to video and he leaves comments. He'll leave like incremental comments at different submarks.
Yeah.
And so as I go down and respond to comments, it's literally I'm chasing a conversation. And by the fourth one, I'm like, you are everywhere, Jay. You every possible location.
See if you can do robo pinkies.
Oh,
Bando keeps asking about your hat, homie.
oh, the hat. This is actually this is a climbing brand called Cotopaxi. It's the same one that does the hip pack.
Oh, gotcha.
And not my t-shirt today, but it's a climbing brand. So, rock climbing, scrambling, things like that. So
Very cool.
this is I think this is the 7 liter, no, 7 liter, 5.5, maybe 7 liter hip pack. And then they make like a 1.5 liter, a 3 liter. I think this is 5 liters. So with climbing gear, it's got everything you'd expect it to have. Really cool straps. But the best part are the straps that make it more compact. Oh, there's a little mole tag.
That's cool.
Boston Brass.
Yeah, Boston Brass.
But yeah, it's got straps all over. So these straps essentially reduce the thickness of it. So if you don't have lots of stuff in there, you can
Cinch it down.
But Cotopaxi. The reason I use a lot of their gear is because the lifetime repairs, exchanges, all that stuff. So essentially, what happens here? Let me get this in focus. So they've got a lineup called Del Dia. I'll make this quick. DELDIA. They take all the recycled leftover bits and pieces, and the individuals that sew the equipment together, their names, they like MadYocco, they sew their names and stuff into the inside of the equipment, so you can see it's like, hey, this person made this bag.
That's cool. Morning, Dwayne.
And so they'll have all the scraps, and they'll let them come up with whatever design they want to. So you'll have these completely unique, put together patchwork
One-offs.
bags, hip bags, one-offs. They even just came out with a Del Dia Dark, meaning all of them are like black or gray.
That's cool.
Yeah. And every once in a while, you get lucky, and someone like one of the artists or makers gets a batch of like all X pack or all of one material, and they're like, I'm gonna make a backpack entirely out of this one material. It's just they get lucky. So
See everywhere, fun destruct.
if you send your gear off, say it breaks, like say you bust your ass while you're skateboarding down a hill at like 30 miles an hour, and you have to drag yourself to the side of the road, and you realize that your hip pack on your ass saves your ass literally, because
This sounds like it's coming from experience.
the aluminum water bottle in your hip pack was on your back. So thankfully, rather than breaking any bones, it just felt like someone smashed you like in the lower back with an aluminum bat. I mean, I'll take that over busting a lot of things at 30
Thank
miles
you,
an hour
Jay.
on asphalt. Like that's
Yeah, for sure.
yeah. So
That is
I had to get it repaired. So I send it off, and they take care of it. Thankfully, it was so tiny, it looks brand new. But say it was a bigger hole, they would just take some extra scrap
and patch it.
and send it back to you, and now you've got this custom prepared back to normal. This is for the life of the product, dude.
That's
If
cool.
if you give the product to someone, sell it to someone, anything, they can. It follows the product.
It transfers.
Follows the product. The support, the lifetime repairs, the lifetime warranty, the lifetime exchanges, everything. I mean, dude,
That's hilarious, Mikes. Hey, B Shady, that is dope. He's almost at 1K on Instagram, which is very hard with the way Instagram is completely shadow banning everything we do. So that's mad impressive. And he's going to be doing a big old giveaway, including, he says, possibly 2 80/20.5s. That's insane. That's a giveaway.
Yes, Cotopaxi is very affordable. Like this gear,
That
it's
is
like $20 hat. Oh, and REI sells it. So anywhere there's an REI, if you buy your Cotopaxi gear from REI, you get all the support of REI and all the support of Cotopaxi.
Nice
Product.
Thank you, Mr. Funderberg. I appreciate that for sure. It is Barbarian. It really, really is. Instagram is. I need to start doing it again. I need to start taking pictures again. But I really, really slowed way down on taking pictures because everything that I did was being banned, and it just got such a pain in the butt that I really focus here and TikTok. And TikTok is to draw people here. Got the new stickers? I like those little ones.
Little tiny ones.
Oh, I forgot to throw your sticker up for today. I was going to put your sticker next to my plaque.
These are quite nice, actually. Where is it?
We'll get some.
They fit nicely on the phone.
Maybe if people see the llama on my channel, it'll trick them into subbing mine too, llama. Did you miss showing his Pixie Corvid? I have not yet, but I absolutely can. I probably will.
Pixie Corvid?
Is that a one-off code, Mick Ranger? That sounds like a one-off code given to a creator to buy a knife to show off. I love the Pixie Corvid. It's such a great pocket dropper. And that cleaver blade is so useful.
That's ridiculous.
Especially for EDC. And the sheath actually fits in your front pocket decently.
Okay.
And holds when you use that push off. And the ergos are just perfect. It's just big enough for 4 fingers. Very cool, Mick.
I think I'm going to raid your stream. I think I'm going to do a little takeover and interview, ask you some interview questions here.
Oh, I thought the interviews were for nighttime.
Oh, they are, but this is
right
not
time.
the interview. I'm going to ask you some interview questions.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I think you're going to enjoy this because some of these questions I caught myself off guard with. I asked myself them, and I was like, okay, all right, interesting. So let me pull them up here. Give you a little warm up.
What's the minimum order amount on that $50 off code, Mick? Later, Eagle Scout. Thanks for being here, homie. Oh, you still gonna listen, Roger? Roger. You don't? How do you not, Jay? I thought you did.
What's up, Chris? Angelo.
There you go. You got one back. I could have swore you did. I also thought Angelo had one.
Angelo, what? Have one what?
I thought he was a moderator. I thought he had a wrench. There we go. I have quite a few moderators. Just because it really, anybody that wants to can, and anybody that pops in that has a channel, I do it so they can drop theirs. Okay, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, let me see.
Oh, did you see the stub, homie? So here is
yes,
the D2 reaction tie.
Jeez.
Here is
oh,
the stub.
Thought you were showing me the stuff.
I know you thought so. Here, let me go. Let me go big. So here's,
You
and then boom. He's so
Dude, that
tiny.
is micro.
It's so tiny, but in a
I don't.
two-finger grip right here, it is
Oh
locked
my
in.
gosh. I feel like I could attach that to the end of
You
a
could
rope and swing it.
you could do a three-finger. Yes, stubby is stubby.
Crazy.
Look at that. It is, and it's
Jeez.
got a titanium pocket clip to go with the titanium liners. It's crazy how much different it is in size. But this clip goes right into the fifth pocket and
That's
it just
so
chills there.
tiny, dude. That is crazy tiny.
Awesome,
Your package is on the way. That one's looks like by the end of the week, I think.
awesome.
Tracking said.
Oh, the clip is pretty much the full size. It lands on the pivot so that there's a smooth spot for it so that it goes in and out of pocket easy. So yeah, the clip goes from the top to the pivot. And it has a little miniature micarta filler tab on the other side because it's a reversible clip. Little tiny micarta filler tab. I didn't even notice it at first.
That's ridiculous, man. That is crazy.
Yeah.
How did
And it's
does it do the wristy flick thing? Can
not
you?
at all. So as you know, this one,
No.
whoops, this one is very easy. The weight on this one, very easy. But this one, the blade is just too light because it still has a hollow, but it's just too light. The very first time I got it out of the box, I reverse flicked it, and it was like, oh wow! And I've never been able to do it again. Not once.
Yeah, no, I get that feeling. I've it's the you don't think about it, you don't care, you just kind of go for it and things work out. The moment you start thinking about it and try,
I can reverse flick almost every other knife, not this one. But this one, you just pinch, and then your thumb rolls it out, and you're
like
ready
that.
to go.
You could all right. Weird question. Can you deploy that in your pocket? Like if your hand is in your pocket,
You
can
could.
you deploy
You
it
could. Yeah,
before you
you could
pull
thumb
that in?
roll it in your pocket.
Okay. I think it's a valid question for something that small.
Yeah. If you wanted to, you could.
Mhm.
It's impossible to do it without trying. Because the blade just won't come out without you doing it.
Okay.
And number
Yes.
305 of the orange
Yes.
G10 is still in the packaging.
Oh, that G10, that orange G10 is so nice.
This
I
one's
like it.
number 305. This one's number 198.
Which side should we be on? Should I have you on this side or should I
So,
have you on this side?
well, I have you are, when I'm looking at my screen, you're to the right. So if I was to pass across this way, your right hand would grab it.
Correct. So I should have you on this side. So I'm looking. So I would then, yeah, because I would then be like, whoa, ho, ho. Oh,
Your grandbaby asked if it was a hippo. I gotta go back. Stacy. Oh,
this
so
showed up
adorable.
the other day.
Oh, is that the Oakland Pro
Yeah.
with the llama laser?
With a llama laser.
Llama ding dong.
I think, you know what? No, someone has llamas with laser eyes. Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, ooh. No, so I think someone already has that.
Yeah. I think it was Mr. Funderburg, or no, it was Jay Corscata maybe that made the comment earlier that made a lot of sense. He says you got a lot of family sub in it. I didn't think about the size of llama herds.
Haven't you heard? There's a lot
Yeah.
of us.
Yeah, and they all have 4 hooves. So
Actually, I think you're going to find this really funny because just today, 2 EDC llamas, found out about each other. And funny enough, no one else said anything. Multiple people follow both of us. However, no one mentioned to either of us that, hey, by the way, do you know there's another llama EDC?
what's the other one
Seriously.
called?
Llama EDC?
Just straight up llama EDC?
Dude,
At
I gotta
least
show you
yours is
this.
better. Yours
I
is
gotta
better.
show you this. This is crazy.
I'm gonna guess he doesn't have 10K subs. Here, I'll add this to
So,
stage,
yep.
and let's make
Alright.
that.
All right. Go through all these little messages right here,
Stacy says, "Yeah, I think I follow that one."
dude. Like followed by
Oh
Pocket Theory,
shit!
Drive Casual, and I actually messaged him. I was like, dude, and he's like, oh wow, like we both just made each other's day by discovering each other's accounts.
So who
And
was first?
he's based in the UK. He was first.
Okay, it doesn't. It
He's about a
doesn't. You
year
know what? It
older.
doesn't even matter because he's not 10K.
Yeah, he's dude, check this out though. Look at his color scheme. First of all, he loves Star Wars. I fucking love Star Wars.
Oh no!
I've got my stormtroopers up there on that shelf right there.
Yes, and I've seen pictures with your stormtroopers.
So I'm like, okay, this guy likes flashlights and
Robo
says
says say the word, and he can make sure there's only one llama.
there is the Tactical Llama. There's also the Trauma Llama. That's a company that makes med kits. Actually, that's a real cool name.
The tactical llama, huh?
There are a couple.
Yo, Isabella, what it do? Go
I
ahead.
think some of them are gaming channels, like because the llama
Yeah.
from Fortnite inspired some gaming. However,
Dude, it
look at
looks
this
like he
guy.
likes the same shit, but more sacks.
Exactly. He's based in the UK.
Yeah. So that
Awesome.
explains all
And
the
look
sacks.
at this. He's a llama that likes to ride in showers too.
Oh
I'm so
no.
excited. This is and he likes Legos.
Oh
I'm telling you, man, we're from the same herd.
Kathleen says it's only one llama to us.
It's like what is this? Like, what's a brother from another mother, but for llamas? It's like llama from another
Herd?
haven't
I don't know what they call it. Is it a cow llama? What's a female? Who
llama?
knows what a female llama's called?
I don't know.
I appreciate it, Joe Isabella.
So
I
cool.
don't know. One thing that I announced earlier today during the stream that I wanted to let you know, Joe, is this is the first day that memberships to Cripple Crew International are live. There we have the first 3 members in Chris Warris, Adventure Man, and TacticalLlamaEDC.
Sweet.
That's that dolphin.
Mm-hmm. It's so fidget. I just sit here doing this most of the day. Like it.
If you had 2 of them, you could shave with one in while looking in the other one. Female llama are hembras. Hombre from another hembra.
I was gonna say brother from another hembra.
Yeah, brother, hombre, hembra.
Yeah, I like it. That heifer
Yeah,
knows her
Siri,
shit.
that helper knows his shit. Yeah, I agree, Kathleen. I really like that one with the mother of pearl.
Yeah, but like I said, it's crazy fidgety. It drops shut on itself. It is extremely sharp. It's 14C 28N.
Nice. I'll let you show that real quick while I let the dogs in.
And then so just to give you an idea that the new stickers are the size of the Ranger. Patches, Ranger, whatever you guys want to call them. I think Ranger eyes should be. I think they're anything under 1x1, like a 1x1 and under, something like that. Technically, this is 1.5. So, yeah, new stickers, patches, stickers the exact same size as patches. So those are going to be more widely available, sent out to individuals. Let me know if you'd like some. Dolphin, right? Crazy fidgety, and it drops shut very nicely in the choil right there. That little gap sets perfectly so it doesn't hit your finger when it's closing. Doesn't chop you. Some knives like to do that because the blade goes all the way to the end. However, this one doesn't. And then barely with any shake or even as you bring the knife up, it will close itself. So. And it makes for a good desk knife. Does it have a clip? No. It does not. Which is why it sits on my desk. That's right. Jay is correct. It's something you kind of have to know. They don't really send it with a disclaimer, but they really should. Do not put a dolphin and a shark cub in the same drawer, same location. You got to keep them separated. That song just started playing in my head. Dolphins, Bears, beats Battlestar Galactica. You know what? I look to my left and there's actually a Dwight Schrute meme up on a work chat. But yeah, the Olight Pro, the O-Clip Pro, like this is the best idea right here. The fact that you can just have it turned on the lowest brightness and cycle between red, spotlight, flood, just like that, without having to cycle through the different modes, pressing and holding. So essentially, without really thinking, it's more of a muscle memory thing now. So you don't really have to be looking at what you're doing. You can kind of just turn it on and know that if I push it forward, it will always be on this setting and so forth. So that's probably my most enjoyable aspect of it is the
Jake Anderson says, fact, dolphins are sexual predators. I just had to read that.
I mean, I get it. It's a unique, weird, fun. I mean, I like weird, unique things, but it's one of those that once it's in your hand, it's so ergonomic. It's weirdly ergonomic, and it's obviously that curve and everything that just sits so natural, almost like a shilling cutter, like the Nightshade has that beautiful
curvature, makes it want to work.
It exactly.
It points it to the work and pushes it through with minimal effort.
Yeah, and I think all of us have definitely come across a knife that we're just like, that's weird, and then we pick it up and we're like, feels so good, I have to have it. Yeah. And then you try and figure out why the blade is the shape it is.
That was the Nightshade at first to me, and then the D2 Reaction Ti.
Yeah, exactly. D2 Reaction Ti. I was just like, ugh.
I'm like, that's a retarded looking knife. And then I got it in my hand, and I'm like, I get it.
Yep.
And I put it in my pocket. I get it.
Exactly.
Good luck, Kathleen.
Because of that first one, because I took the chance on that one for $29 after tax and shipping and everything.
Mandy's Candy, I don't see you. Maybe because she hasn't dropped a comment yet.
Yeah.
Or I missed it.
Candies.
I see Angelo saying hello. I just don't see that person.
Yeah. I was at a gun show and there was a guy selling alpaca socks, but had made little llamas too. And I picked a black one. He's the Obama llama.
You should call him Obama Llama Ding Dong.
Obama llama. That's hilarious.
Hell yeah, Aries. Never done a Nightshade, just the mini's got two. Yeah, the mini Nightshade is such a cool little knife that Llama tried to get rid of until I convinced him to carry it. And he changed his mind after carrying it.
Don't let him convince you guys that that's what happened. I was going to have it part of the upcoming giveaway. However, because I'd never carried it. However, DBD convinced me to carry it. So now I can't be part of the giveaway. Sorry. His fault. You get a corgi instead.
Yes, and the big one is so useful. I do want to try the Vanker. You know, I know there's some changes. They call it the Shilling now instead of the Nightshade. I wish they would have done a I mean, I don't know. I'll try the new handle. But I really want to check out is that it right there? The Shilling? No, it's not. That's still the Dolphin.
No, that's Dolphin. Darkwater has the Shilling.
Yeah.
Can't get the camera to focus.
Yeah, that looks dope. Did you see this? This just came in. Ultim chop too. So Ultim and San Mai. Frag Ultim and San Mai.
That's nice. How's the
The action on this is a little bit better than the other one. And the
okay?
Ultim on this is like not I don't want to it's like a
cloudy or
frost.
something?
It's
Or
like a
okay.
frosted Ultim.
Ah, so it's almost like lightly blasted.
Yes. This is I don't think I have any other frosted Ultim that I can think of. The closest would be, well, I guess maybe the Nightshade, the full size is a little bit frosted, but not to this extent.
I
And
like
it
I like the
it
clear and the
looked
amber. Yeah.
awesome. It's like a frosted amber, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the frag texture feels great. The action is better than my G10. It still has the brass backspacer and the tie clip. That's a dope knife.
Jake
Robo
Anderson
wants some
said,
nachos.
and Jake Anderson said, you don't even want to know what sea otters get up to.
Yeah. Okay, Stacy, we'll see you in a bit.
So,
Hey, have a good one, Chris. Thank you again
yes.
for being the first ever member of Cripple Crew International and for gifting a membership. I really appreciate you, brother.
Let me actually go take care of this real quick. So I'm gonna ask you while I take care of some logistics on the back end here, this emailing stuff. What is something that you purchased unexpectedly that you then fell in love with?
Hmm.
And you can't say the D2 reaction TI. 'Cause
No,
we
no,
know that.
I didn't purchase that. It doesn't count. One
But
that I
you know what
purchased.
I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus I've already
Anything.
used the D2 reaction tie.
I mean, but it doesn't have to be a knife. Just any like anything. Anything that's been that item. I mean, doesn't necessarily have to be EDC. Just
Road Glide.
what's in mind.
Harley Davidson Road Glide 2022 Road Glide ST. My I had 3 street glides, which is a batwing fairing. It's not fixed to the frame. It moves with your handlebars. And I loved those. I rode street glides for at least 60, maybe 100,000 miles.
Okay.
And I had traded my street glide in. Jay Korsgotten.
Hey, we got a new member.
That is
Welcome, Jay.
awesome. I got to stop and give Jay a DBD salute with the flag and an American knife. Thank you, TacLllama. Also kicking out a salute. That's awesome. I appreciate you, Jay. Welcome to Cripple Crew International.
Maybe that's what I need to have. Maybe I need to have this scene of Kronk and Llama like swing by to salute people.
Well,
Get an
when it's
animated
there we
overlay.
go. Welcome
All
to
right.
Handy Capable.
So essentially it caused the handlebar to like swing and sway with you as you turned.
Was that?
Like
Yes,
the
yes,
okay.
yes. The fairing swung with your light. The light would
Yeah.
turn with your handlebars. And I thought that was the only way I liked the big, because I used to ride a bike with, big apes, no fairing at all, no windshield. And that was how I rode. But I finally, because of the miles I put on, switched to a street glide. I did Tiger Claw, and I didn't, and I didn't think I could go to the bigger fixed fairings. But I got an Indian Challenger,
Mm-hmm.
Dark Horse, and got the Street Glide ST. And Mrs. Deadly decided she wanted the Road Glide ST.
Okay.
So I made the deal for it. ST is there. It takes a lot of the technology they learned from the Harley racing team. And so they're faster, they're a lot more nimble than most of the
Okay.
baggers. And
Oh.
so she wanted the Road Glide with the big fixed fairing that doesn't move with the handlebars. It's attached to the frame. And I brought that home, and she had been riding a street glide. I brought
Okay.
that home, and the Road Glide puts you quite a bit further back from the fairing. It's pushed out in front of you as opposed to having everything right up on the handlebars. Everything's in front of the handlebars. Because your handlebars still have to move, your fairing is fixed, so it's out in front of the bars. And it was like a boat to her. She hated it. So I traded her my Street Glide ST, which she ended up trading on a 2023 120th anniversary Street Glide to get the gorgeous red and gold paint job and the limited number. Hers is
Okay.
number 655. And by the way, welcome, Tiger Claw. It's awesome to see you, homie. And so I took that Road Glide and fell in absolute love with it. And I was going to, because my Indian has a fixed fairing, I was going to get another Batwing Harley, but I ended up just making my Road Glide faster and louder because it is too much damn fun. And it's actually more nimble than the old bike. So now I can corner it like 120.
Wow.
Yeah,
Damn.
I can.
That's a huge difference.
Oh man, dude, it's
Holy crap.
it's insane. It's in
And you can see.
the Road Glide is insane. So that was the one that surprised me the most. I didn't think I got the Indian to be a road trip bike. Like that's pure comfort. It is fast. I got the fast version, the race version, but it's still made for long trips. It like the windshield on the Indian is power, so I can raise it when I'm on the highway to keep the wind off my neck. Like that's my comfort bike. But I wanted a Harley performance bike. And I never thought it would be a fixed fairing. That's the one that blew my mind the most. And that's my number one bike now. It's by far my fastest, by far my loudest. Tiger Claw, there is next to the chat, there should be like a little money sign or something. And that is where you choose membership. And there's 3 levels, and it shows different perks because YouTube makes it show different perks. But I plan on everything being available at the base level. Just itchy today. Yeah, now I'm a Road Glide guy for life. Or just get Dad's debit card. That works too. And while you're at it, you can sign him up. Ron Dobbins, good morning. I am well, thank you. How about yourself?
So I just figured out. So we have the stream going on 2 channels right now. Your channel, my
Yes.
channel.
Yes.
However, the individuals in can't necessarily always see chat.
Correct. They don't really see it crossed each other unless they push the 3 dots and pop out the chat.
Or, well, here we go. So, yep, you have the chat. So you have it going up. Perfect. So you have it streaming on your screen. And what I just realized that I had to be in full screen mode in order to do that on mine as well. So I've literally been just now added the combined chat to my channel. So I apologize for the couple individuals who are sitting in there wondering what's going on.
Yeah, I think because I created the stream, as long as they drop a comment in your stream, it shows in my chat. And it just shows a link. It shows they're being linked from your chat.
Exactly. That's what I see for us. But
gotcha.
yeah. Let me see. Where can I? If I go exit full screen on my desktop, I think I lose chat on my stream.
Dude, that tie shot. Oh, yesterday on DLT. No, I did not catch that. I didn't see that sale, Jake. How much did they have it going for? Did anybody see the new stealth shark cub from the Dimco's advertising? They've either got the dark gray blasted or hard anodized aluminum or the black, and then your blade is 20 CV with black DLC 170, that's a good price. And then all of your hardware, including your shark lock, is all blacked out. So it's either full murdered out or gray with murdered hardware and blade. Oh, wild card.
Silly individuals.
Yeah, the Shark Cub is such a cool little knife. I didn't think that the handle would be as comfortable as a 20.5, but they designed the smaller handle right. And Smoked Ultim is pretty dope.
Yeah, I do like that color.
Nice, Ron Dobbins. That's dope. The Genie, what's up and welcome. I've never seen you on one of my streams. I know you're in Llama's channel right now. I would appreciate if you would sub to my channel as well, and stab that like button like you mean it while you're here.
What do you think about Cold Steel since the merger?
Hell yeah, Jake. I think there's been some really, really interesting stuff come out. Like that FM1 looks pretty sick. But all right, B Shady, thanks for being here, homie. We'll see you in a bit because you know I'll be going for a while. I don't personally have any Cold Steel yet.
Likewise. I've been looking at a couple swords though.
They have some. Well, actually, I take it back. I have some of their FGX stuff. I have some of their non-metallic. Theoretically, could get through metal detector items.
Mm-hmm.
Theoretically, hypothetically, allegedly, and but I don't have any of their actual knives yet, so I can't judge. I can't give you an opinion. I don't know. I personally don't have an opinion on it yet. I don't want to just bullshit you when I don't know.
I actually just got a picture from my friend. Was in Firenzo. So they were visiting his friend family.
Yeah,
Giovanni. Yeah, grew up with him. Spent a lot of time. Just
in Finland.
No, we grew up through like elementary school, middle school here in the States. However, he was like straight from Italy, and I straight from not here. Pretty much like living everywhere else.
Anywhere else.
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous. And yeah, so of course we hit it off just as friends because we're both kind of new to the whole thing, figuring like this whole place, figuring it out, and animals, knives, building shit. Like we put a chicken coop and stuff together, raise chicken, things like that.
Very cool.
Just random shit people do, I guess, when you're hanging out.
Ron Dobbins is carrying the Sweeney Mars Valley carbon fiber, golden design nugget, and we Esprit target stripe scales. Ginny says for Cold Steel, they've got the whole Voyager collection. The Cold Steel is spot a large and the Cold Steel cane sword, but hesitant. So what I can tell you, not from my experience, but what I've heard from several people whose opinions I trust recently, the FM1 is a killer knife done well. I know that another homie got the new Engage 3.5 and really, really likes it. So the people that I have heard that have got knives recently are very happy with them. So I don't have an opinion, but that's what I have been told so far.
Got the whole Voyager collection. I gotta check that out.
So, homie, but I've got my laptop up for the chat, and in the bottom left corner, it like pops up little breaking news stuff, right? And I just rolled over it, and it also pops up a bunch of other news stories, of course. One of them is from Reader's Digest: 12 strange facts you never knew about redheads. They're stalking my live, homie. They know I got a ginger llama.
That is ridiculous. I gotta check out this. Oh, by the way, you can check out TacticalLlamaEDC.com.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's a thing now.
I'll have to do that.
It's-
Eagle Scout, congrats
Yeah.
on 114. There's no warranty or sharpening anymore?
Not a lot of companies don't do that anymore. Very, very few of them actually
Well,
will.
you would still expect not the sharpening, but warranty.
I mean, but then you got to ask people like, were you using it like you're supposed to? It's like, maybe. I want to check out this Voyager collection. The Voyager XL clip point. Oh, whoa.
Oh,
That's like a Chronicles Iridic knife with a clip point. That's cool.
very good, Kathleen. Glad you made it. Welcome back. Aaron's done.
Large.
First trip since the surgery.
Okay,
Well, at
the
least
Espada
driving.
large. That's what I thought it was. Yep.
Yes, but yeah, the Espada,
That's elegant and
that's a pocket machete.
falchion. It's a
Falchion,
pocket
yeah,
sword.
like a Persian.
Mm-hmm.
Almost not a
beautiful.
scimitar, but yeah, more of a falchion.
Yeah, and it's a clip point. It's the one I thought of. Yeah, I was thinking, geez.
Mrs. Deadly.
Good gracious.
The Voyager Tonto Snaggletooth deployment system. I'm guessing that's like a wave.
It grabs on, and when you looking at this, that thing is wicked. You can get that thing on the Espada as well. Or no, it's a
I
thumb disc
checked
on the
it. I'm
Espada?
looking at TacticalLlamaEDC. Dig it.
Crazy.
You're gonna have to help me with something like that. Voyager Tonto.
Why is once again chat's not showing up on my screen? What is going on?
Oh, okay, yeah, the Voyager Tonto with that wicked curved handle.
There we go.
Used to have a cold steel survivalist till he got gaffled. Yeah, that sucks. Did you see the link that you were looking for, Tiger Claw?
Here, go there. EDC with DVD. So the thumb disc doubles as a wave. Okay. Because it looked like it had the form factor on the Espada.
Yeah.
I thought it was a wave, but it turned out to be a thumb disc that acts as a wave.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Okay.
It's interesting when you find different knives that you can use stuff as a wave. Like the little chonk. The big old thumb studs on the little chonk were great as a wave feature. Or the another one that works fantastic is the Kubi Bluff. Comes with a soup can removable thumb stud.
That's cool.
And when you put it on here, not only does it make all forms of deployment even easier, but that thumb stud works perfectly as a wave feature. I can every time pull this out, open and ready.
That's cool. How you doing, Ron? Yes. Smash that like button. Stab it. Slash it. Smash it.
All of them things. Fondle it, caress it, tickle it. Mike's
Just
Knives,
let it
thanks
know
for
you're
being
there.
here. Don't even ask for it. Don't even ask its consent. Just do it.
I gotta do some international shipping this week.
Oh yeah?
Yep. And I need to get into these.
The MOLSECTs.
MOLSECTs. Yep.
Enjoy that unboxing experience.
The Orbit's fun.
The Orbit is. It's a fantastic front flipper. Such an easy front flipper.
I need to talk to the they gave me the contact info of the dude. So I need to talk to him about some suggestions and things because right now it's sitting at like 123, 130 grams. We can bring it down to 90.
Oh yeah. No, I've already talked to him about skeletonization. And the other thing is you saw the stop pin placement.
Yep.
And you can't sharpen it
No.
more than once or twice. So they're switching to internal stop pins. And it's just like that skeletonization thing, dude. The MOLSECT slate,
Yeah.
when I got it, right after they launched, I handled it and I was like, hey, great working knife. I'm glad you moved to internal stop pins. They got rid of the issue, but this is overly heavy because they didn't skeletonize the liners. I said, you're not going to sell very many of these at the weight this is at. I don't mind it, but most people don't want this heavy. And the next day, homie, I got pictures of skeletonized liners and they made an in-stream production change. So this knife, if you order one now, is way lighter than the one that I have. Is that a Coastline?
Coastline. This thing's honking heavy, dude.
Thank you, Rolf. Yes, I
Needs a good bit of work on it.
there is 3 members of the Cripple Crew International, Rolf. Go ahead.
Nice.
That one, the detent is horribly late.
It is. This one needs a good bit of TLC. I think this one's been a bit neglected in the design process, but there's a lot of simple things you can do, like bringing in the steel, like the liners, into the G10 instead of having it extend past. That was a unique part I thought was weird, was that the liner actually extends past the scale. Interesting.
Like shadow box style, because I do have some knives.
See that?
Is it only on the back or is it all around?
All the way around.
Okay,
Like,
so it's shadow boxed.
All the way around. The steel liner is full. It's not skeletonized. It's completely full, and it extends past the handle, past the scale.
Yeah, I have other shadow box knives like that with a shadow box liner. I'm looking for it right now. So that liner going past the scale, if it's done all right, doesn't look bad. Like, see, here's where.
That's
But
nice.
it looks good on
That's
this.
accented though. Yeah.
Yes. And I have some others where it goes all the way around, but that you have to do it right for it to look good.
Yeah. And this is black on black with a whole bunch of steel.
Yeah. The closing detent is horrible.
It just needs a little bit of, I don't know, feels a bit too doesn't feel like warm and enjoyable in your hand.
Yeah.
It's like a brand new pair of jeans that will never break in. You're like, damn.
Yeah, it'll always feel like that.
Yeah. So just needs a little bit, like throw it in a tumbler or something. See what happens. And then get that feel.
The Genie? Somewhat yes, somewhat no. The properties of MagnaCut are legit. It really does have good edge retention, and the stainlessness is off the charts. The toughness is great. I have a couple of MagnaCut knives, and I am impressed with it. But yes, it's also a bunch of hype. There are a lot of good steels.
Yeah, great
and
steels.
we are spoiled for options on amazing steels, and some companies charge too much for MagnaCut.
I think the big hype behind MagnaCut is the supporting documentation. First of all, who made it?
Yeah, Laren Thomas.
Why they made it? Yep, Dr. Laren Thomas,
the steel god, metallurgy god.
Yeah, so knife steel nerds. I mean, it finally was someone like a knife enthusiast finally chose that path in life to become a steel. I mean, a material scientist essentially to come up with these things and study these things. So he yeah, I think that's why there was a big hype behind it, because most of the steels were generated from either tool use or experimental combining these materials,
Artisan
adding
Cutlery.
nitrogen, removing nitrogen, vanadium, changing the carbide structure, heat treatment, salt treatment, cold forging, and finally someone comes along and puts it into a easily digestible format, and then he sees a gap in the plot graph and goes, I can make a steel that fills that hole. And he did.
Yeah. He was able to find a way to maximize all three properties.
Yeah.
Paul Casper, good morning.
But it
I
doesn't
didn't even
mean
think
that none of them are, you can pick any of them on that graph on his and be like, that's a great one. That's a great. It's like, they all have their uses. Every single.
yes,
That's
there's plenty
beautiful.
of great steals, but don't overpay for MagnaCut. It's a great steal, but we have 20 CV, M390. I mean, you've got all the like 3V, 4V, 10V.
What's up,
You've got
Paul?
the M4, the Rexes. I mean, there's just so much. We could sit here and list steals forever. This is another
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Benchmade.
example of shadow boxing done right. The Elementums. The liners extend all the way around the scales on the Elementums, but it looks good. They're rounded off and
And
they
it feels
feel
good.
good.
Yep.
It feels good.
Very much so.
I prefer a inset liner, of course, but if you're going to do a shadow box, everything has to be rounded and comfortable, and it has to look right. And black on black's kind of pointless.
I like that, Ginny. Did you say Benchmade? Rip off company.
Yeah, rib off. Yeah, don't overpay for MagnaCut and Benchmade.
Personally, I have yet to find a model that suits my cost to performance to return. Nothing.
Have you looked at the Best Tech Swordfish from Knife Center?
Oh no, I was just talking about Benchmades.
Benchmates. I thought you were talking about MagnaCut.
Oh no, just Benchmades in gen, just Benchmades. I've yet to find one that tickles my pickle enough to be like, it's worth the price.
Yeah.
20
CVs, fantastic steal.
Takes a lot less to tickle my pickle, so Benchmade needs to drop those prices.
Yeah, I prefer the Deca.
That's so cool. Are those gold thumb studs?
Yes, they're good on the Blade HQ exclusive version with Ultim and MagnaCut. They DLC'd the MagnaCut and they put gold thumb studs.
Is that MagnaCut?
Yeah,
oh, that's a DLC MagnaCut. Oh my
DLC MagnaCut, and with the Ultim, the thumb studs, the DLC, and MagnaCut. This was the same price as my bug out with FRN scales and S30V. So
I think that explains it, Ginny. I think that, yeah.
And you can get MagnaCut on a Deca for $140 if you don't care about Ultim.
Jeez.
So, and this one, I did swap out to Kaiser Springs, which I think all crossbar locks knives should have Kaiser Springs because it made this so
Do they
much
use Omega
snappier.
or is
Yeah,
Kaiser Omega?
this is Omegas, Kaiser's Omegas instead of Hogue's Omegas.
Okay.
Yeah, the Deca to me is a much superior cost, cost to benefit ratio.
I agree. Makes like if Benchmade dropped their prices just a little bit, they would attract way more people. They would.
They would.
Both.
Yeah. Sugar Weasel Dad, what's going on? What's going on?
There's a reason why people make clones of Benchmades and Spydercos.
Because people love them, but can't afford them.
Yeah. Or they just go, oh, that's a great design. Like the Ozark Trail. It literally was like, the bug out design is great. It is. It looks cool, and it looks like a cool design. I just don't think it's worth the price. However, Ozark Trail is like, oh, we think it's worth $10.
Hell
And
yeah,
people
Sugar
blew
Weasel
up.
Dad.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, Jay to the C. Have a good day.
Jay, take it easy.
And thank you again, Jay, for becoming a member of Cripple Crew International. I appreciate you. Paid member number 4, Jay Korsgaden. Huge appreciation. Ginny, I agree. The bug out they've got to stop doing the FRN scales. I know it's
Mhm.
for weight. I know it, but the FR their grivery is crap, and they don't clean it after it's done with the injection molding. I had to sand the ones that I had clean just to carry the knife, and you know, they S30V is still a good steel. It's perfectly suitable for EDC, but you know, it's the price on S30V has gone way down since they started doing S30V bug outs. So to still charge that price, if you're going to charge 180, give us a real super steel and give us something better than that grivery.
He likes the CRKT Redemption. It's made by Hogue.
I have heard that the Hogue made CRKTs are actually very good knives.
Yeah.
Jen,
I hear no issues with them.
Neves has checked them out. I haven't checked out any of the Hogue CRKTs, but I know Neves and several other reviewers have, and they were happy with it. Yeah, Bug Out and Maximate. There you
Mick, you're
go.
right. I mean, you are right in the sense, Mick, that I think when you, yeah,
Same with Leatherman. They're trying to attract that specific buyer for sure.
Yep.
And
Oh yeah, that latest Leatherman release was insane.
yeah, stupid. But obviously Benchmade strategy works for them.
And Leatherman sold out.
And yes,
So
the Bug Out
it
is
works.
probably the top selling single model in the EDC world still. And a lot of it's reputation and name.
Oh, yeah.
But
Especially, I mean, it's a cool logo. I mean,
but it is cool that you get a lifetime warranty and sharpening.
I do think the Benchmade logo is cool.
Yeah, the butterfly.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I do. One of my
Yeah,
first ballad songs was a bug out, or not a bug out, but a Benchmade.
very cool. I think if
Way back when.
Benchmade treated bug outs like Spyderco does the lightweight series, where you've got so many different steel options from different retailers, and like this one's M4 for 135 bucks. You can get Rex 45, 135 bucks. You can get whatever super steel you're looking at, typically 135 bucks in a Manix 2 lightweight.
Yeah. I was gonna
And
say same thing. Yeah.
Neil Mack, welcome, what's up? And hey, here's a big DBD salute. Thank you so much for becoming member number 5 of Cripple Crew International. I appreciate you. You got access to some badass emojis
I
now.
saw that wild card. That new ballad song's crazy expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, the pricing on that is just stupid. But they're not building a ton of them, I think.
No.
So, I mean, they don't need to sell a lot.
You don't need to spend a lot of. I mean, like you said, you don't need to spend a lot. Like Asher Knives, I think, is a great example of is one of the quality for cost. You get everything from S90 to 20 CV to 30 in there, and some other ones. I think there's a 154. Yeah, and nothing's more than 150.
Yeah, Asher, I mean, he uses fantastic materials, and everybody says that, you know, we've talked about it before. For me, it was the North Mountain Chop 2, but for you, it was the Ashers. The first time that you feel G10 that feels premium.
Yep.
And there's a different feel to a G10 that seems like a premium knife. And Asher gives you either, you know, titanium, whatever you want, or they give you really, really premium G10 and great seals and high quality craftsmanship.
And then they've got that
Who's their OEM again?
uh not Kunwu. It was
Is it QSP?
no. Oh, what's the one? It's not Kunwu. It's wait, is it Kunwu?
Migron?
Oh, it actually might be Kunwu.
Getting back to suppose you need a washer, they have no idea, and you're not going to get parts. That's no good. The Asher Douglas tie is so nice. Yep, yep.
It is.
I want a Spiro Warney. I want a crossbar Spiro. And I really, truly, the one I desire the most right now is the little buddy. I want an Asher little buddy.
I think it's Kunwu is their OEM. Yeah. Looks like it.
Nice. That's mad quality. That's like getting a Kunwu for half price or less.
The Spiro 20CV in blue was OEM'd by Petrified Fish.
Okay.
So it looks like it kind of depends on.
Okay.
I mean, he designs them all here. Like, I think he's
Yes.
here in the Carolinas.
A lot of the Devo or New Breed EDC, they'll use Kubi, they'll use QSP, they'll use whoever is getting them the best quality and cost on the protos.
That's funny what Ginny said about Cold Steel. Aye.
Yeah, that's not good. I don't know. Oh, it's just gibberish. I thought Lucas Casper was speaking foreign. I was gonna delete it, but it's just gibberish. And he's in your stream anyway. He's slumming it.
Oh.
In the
have, I have
stream.
top chat on, not live chat. Silly me. How's it going, Lucas? That makes no. Oh my goodness, Ginny, I'm so sorry. I had top chat on and not live chat, so here I am.
So you weren't seeing people talking?
Well, I wasn't seeing everything like the Kershaw Link 1776. I don't like the bug out, or I saw that one. Didn't see. Yeah, rip off company. Yeah, there's a couple of them there.
Yeah, Jenny, G10 can be very good material and comfortable in the hand. I like that it's not, it doesn't transfer cold in the wintertime. But G10 definitely is one that can feel good or cheap or in between. Not all G10 is created equally. Faux show.
I'm gonna go through my chat here and add a couple moderators.
What was the first G10 knife you ever bought, Wildcard? Now I want to know.
That's a good question. Think about my first G10. Lander 3. Well, yeah, no, it was FRN. Yeah.
No, I know my first.
So I guess technically G10 was.
My first G10 was the Damn Designs Invictus.
It now has chroma scales on it, but it had G10 scales on it when I got it.
Yeah. This was my number one, my very first G10. Spyderco Resilience. Nice. I used to buy steel handled tactical knives. And then my Micarta became my favorite material. Okay. And this might have been my first Micarta. The Element. No, I don't think it might be. I don't know. Now you got us on a split screen.
You silly. It's like I think I have the chat going up in my feed. Should be able to see both.
Thank you again, everybody who has become a member today. It means a lot to me. And if y'all would throw up those dope emojis one time.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody hasn't on either stream, stab that like button like you mean it. Missing screws in the handle. If you go to Knives or Lefty EDC's channels, in their links, there is a company that does a lot of replacement screws. Look at those dope emojis. Of course, I know the one Llama gonna use. So that particular emoji, I kept talking about Llama's SpaceX butthole rocket that's propelling him through the stratosphere and beyond. And then I kept saying, man, I need to get some of that SpaceX butthole rocket fuel. So he made
show
that
ya.
picture and shot it to me real quick as a joke. And as soon as I saw it, I knew it was going to be one of my first emojis. Absolutely, Jenny. It does. Makes a big difference in G10.
I'll show it to you in full high resolution. Let's go.
Oh, stripped out word.
Save it.
Oh, you know what? Good call, Jenny. The M16 would have been my first. That absolutely was my very first G10 knife, and I didn't even think about it. The Cricket, or the CRKT M16 back in, hell,
All right.
early 2000s would have been my first. And I still have that knife somewhere. Rolf Robertson, I appreciate you. DBD salute for Rolf Robertson joining Cripple Crew International.
Woohoo!
Yeah,
Boom, baby.
Yeah. Asher salute from Llama.
There you go. We'll let DVD
Oh,
put that up on the
yeah, I'll
screen.
throw that up and we'll give that solo stage. There was the whoop, there we go. That's the original SpaceX butthole rocket fuel image.
He thought it was something I could just send him, and I was like, dude, look, I can't. You obviously see how volatile this is. I can't just send this to you. You obviously have to be in the SpaceX butt lab. That's what it's. I mean, it's very obviously labeled with neon lights. So
you like aluminum scales? Okay. They are nice, and I like the look of on a lot of aluminum scales. To me, they're a summertime knife. Aluminum, titanium, and steel scales for me aren't wintertime knives, just because the handles get much colder, especially when I'm riding and the knife's in my pocket getting that wind. That thing can actually turn into a little piece of ice laying against your thigh. And so in the wintertime, I'm all about G10. Oh, there you go, knifekits.com for parts. I'm all about G10, carbon fiber, Ultim, or something like that, micarta in the wintertime. Clem Crosby's first knife was a little fixedy. He still has it. It's a little rusty. My first knife would have been in 1986 or 1987, and I do not have that anymore. Later, Neil. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us, and thank you again for becoming a member of Cripple Crew International. I appreciate all of you. I will be making members-only content this week. And once again, for anybody who's wondering, all member benefits will be available at the handy capable level. I just had 3 really cool level names I wanted to use. And so anything over handy capable is just a choice to support with extra money and not necessary. But YouTube it automatically puts it into tiers, and it suggests what each tier should get. And I just left it suggestions pretty much because we'll be, allowing everything for all members. I will also soon be creating a Discord for DBD's Deadly Dudes and Dudettes, or my DTDs. So we'll have the DBD's Deadly Dudes and Dudettes members only Discord eventually. I figured the DTDs goes with handy capable, cripple crew, yeah, yada yada yada. Somewhere in a landfill. Well, what's question number 2, homie?
Oh, For me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you want more questions?
We got the Harley as the surprise first answer. Surprised me even.
Oh, okay. What's the weirdest thing you ever found yourself Googling at night? Mm-hmm.
Yo.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm.
Normally United CDC shit.
So what's the weirdest though? Something's got to take the cake.
I'm thinking. I'm trying to think because I have looked for all different kinds of EDC shit. Some shit that I can't even find, and I'm trying to think of what would be the weirdest.
It's 1:23 a.m. on the West Coast, and DBD is looking at Dr. Pimple Popper popping blackheads out of the paws.
No, no. You know, I don't Google it, but
I don't.
I do end up sometimes in funny midget holes, like on Instagram.
Like up to your knees.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Like if I'm watching Instagram or something, and there's shit like all the funny midget reels.
Oh yeah. We
I
have wrestling
do.
leagues around here.
Yeah, I do see a lot of funny midget shit late at night.
Interesting.
And
that is an interesting hole to go down.
It is. And then I also look at Instagram reels that are either creative flip-ups or creative way to say you're gay, because I send both of those to Bluminati Ninja. Either the middle finger or the you're gay message. I send constantly to Bluminati Ninja.
Dude, I saw this really cool one. This kid was like, Mama, look, I learned how to do a double backflip.
Yeah, I saw that one. I sent that to Bluminati Ninja the other day.
That was so good.
Just the other day.
Oh, great moment.
So, things to call Bluminati gay or weird midget shit.
Okay.
I can find it, send it to you, Wildcard. I do love old school wrestling, Mick. I mean, I watch wrestling still, but not WWE. I'm a huge All Elite Wrestling fan. Okay. My room, the walls of my room have well over 100 AEW unmatched and unrivaled figures. I've been collecting them since they started. AEW launched in 2019, and they launched their first figures at the end of 2020. And so I'm a little behind right now because I've concentrated so much on EDC, but I was up to date on almost all the figures. I've got a couple of series I need to catch up on, but I do still have almost all of the limited edition ones that are like 1 of 1,000 or 1 of 3,000. I have a lot of those, and the Chase figures, and then I also have a signed Chase figure from MJF when he was the champion, and all of those are still in the package. I took my daughter in 2020 during COVID. She and I went to Florida to watch All Elite Wrestling because Florida was the only place they could wrestle at the time. And the first match that they allowed crowds back to, my daughter and I were at in Florida, and the wrestlers weren't supposed to interact. There was no autograph signings ahead of time. There was no meet and greets because of COVID. So the days leading up to it and the whole trip, every time we got off a plane, I was sending messages. I created a Twitter and was messaging wrestlers, telling them, yo, I've got my daughter with me. We're traveling. It's the first, I did lay it on a little thick. It's the first time I had traveled anywhere since my spine surgeries. So I did mention that. And I mentioned that, nothing would make me the coolest dad ever more than my daughter being able to meet them.
Okay.
And before security removed us, So before the show, we got to meet a few and get autographs, and we actually had to go back and we were getting pictures with all these wrestlers that were replying to me. They wanted to talk to people because they couldn't, so they wanted to see fans. And so my daughter and I got pictures with a bunch of them that day and autographs from them when nobody else could.
Okay.
And that was pretty cool. We had her favorite referee come up into the stands and
No
find us
way.
and say hi
Oh
to
my
her.
God, dude, that's odd. Like put you on the spot. That's awesome.
Oh yeah,
That's
like
awesome.
the Vicky Guerrero was managing the person that was the second ever female champion in AEW, and Vicky said yes, she'd love to meet us. Before the show starts, security comes up to my seat and he's like, "Hey, Vicky Guerrero says come here, come follow me." And I'm like, "Yo, my daughter just went down to get some fucking drinks. We got to go get her." So
Oh
we
my
went down and found her, and we get taken around backstage. And Vicky's like, "Hi, Kyrie," or my bad, "Hi, Deadly Daughter." And she's like, "I want to, I have a surprise for you." And the other wrestler, the second female champ, Nyla Rose, came out, and she's like, "Hey," she didn't have any gear on or anything. She's like, "I apologize. I'm just in sweats. I don't have any makeup. I just got off the plane." And she wasn't scheduled for the show, but she was there. She's like, "I just got off the plane, but Vicky asked if I would come out, so we got pictures with them." So we're pretty big into AEW.
Dude, that's awesome. That's
I was
absolutely awesome.
Yeah, it's a blast. And they've since had several shows in the Pacific Northwest.
Yep.
So we've seen them in Seattle and Portland. Oh yeah, Paul Orndorff, of course.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. But you keep going. I'll be
Yeah.
here listening.
Yeah, that was when I was younger as a youth, I was a WWE fan, and when my son was born, we used to watch a lot of WWE with him. And then I didn't like it. Got really boring to me, and we got into UFC instead. Your mom dated Paul Orndorff? That's sick, Stacy. I love Jim Cornette. He hates AEW with a passion. With a passion. I disagree with almost everything he says on AEW, but I still love Jim Cornette. So yes, I listen to Jim Cornette pretty frequently. Colt to Cornette, love it. But and yeah, we got out of wrestling for the longest time, and then I broke my neck, and I was home, and I started seeing posts about this new wrestling company and the stuff they were doing, and so I watched one episode, and then I got my son to start watching it with me. This was during COVID, and we got into it, and then all right, Jenny, appreciate you. Thanks for being here, and again. If you haven't, I would appreciate it if you sub to my channel as well as Llamas. Hell yeah, Ron Dobbins. The 80s were dope. I still like watching 80s wrestling. But I got my son to watch it with me, and he got really into it. Then he went to basic training, and I was like, "Oh, this sucks. I don't have my wrestling buddy." And the Deadly Daughter started watching it with me, and now she is way more of a fan than he is. And I've never been to AEW with him yet. Now that he's in the military, but I've been to a bunch of them with with Deadly Daughter. The old red brick. Yay. Nice, Ron. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, Dusty Rhodes was so, man. Dustin is very much like him. His oldest boy, Dustin, wrestles in AEW. Cody started AEW. He's one of the founders of AEW, but he did leave and go back to WWE for mad fat paid. But Dustin is still in AEW, and he still drops the bionic elbow. He still drops down and does the slap. He does all the old Dusty stuff, and he wrestles a lot like his dad. I like it. With, of course, some modern stuff mixed in. But Dustin, his style is so much comes from his dad. I tell you what, the first person my daughter was like a mad fan of for some reason, Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson was one of the coaches on AEW and a manager. He managed Cody Rhodes, and of course I remember China. Cody Rhodes was managed by Arn Anderson, and we were getting the monthly wrestling boxes, and they come with a bunch of stuff, but one of the things you get is an autographed picture. And she got an autographed picture of Arn Anderson, and she loved that thing so much. She has other autographed photos, plenty of them, from wrestlers because of the wrestling boxes. But she brought Arn Anderson with us to Florida and put him in the chair next to us during the match we were at. No, Rolf, not really. Just very, very manly. Look at that badge next to Rolf Robinson's names. Looking good, looking good. And an Adam's apple. I almost said something that was probably wildly inappropriate for the stream. But I will say, she wasn't. She was legit. Mrs. Deadly, newest member of the Cripple Crew International. DBD salute from Mrs. Deadly. Thank you. I appreciate the new membership. What's up, Blue? How you doing today? And now Mrs. Deadly has the badge and all the cool emojis. Thank you, Ron. Hit that thumbs up, people. Look at those dope emojis. Very cool, very cool. That sucks, Blue. I know, Rolf. Man, she had it rough at the end, for sure. More than I ever thought, Ron. The shilling cutter made a believer out of me when I got this knife. And I love it enough. Yeah, Big Dick Dudley was a good dude. I loved it enough that I got the full-size nightshade. From Comm, of course, the Ultim exclusive. But I will say, I prefer the mini.
Hey, Miss Deadly's a member.
Welcome back. Oh,
Illuminati
BC,
just
what's up,
member.
And Illuminati. Illuminati Ninja, I appreciate you, my man.
What's up,
DBD
Brian?
salute.
Good to see you
Illuminati
guys.
Ninja, the newest member of Cripple Crew International. Much appreciated. Man, you guys don't know how much the support means to me. And look at them dope emojis. Yeah, the mini nightshade, I carry this quite frequently as a fifth pocket knife because it well outworks most fifth pocket knives. The full size, I love the Comm exclusive Ultim version. Mick Ranger, another new member. Thank you, Mick. DBD salute, Cripple Crew International.
Nice.
Much appreciated, much appreciated. With them pimping emojis. Thank you, everybody who has become a member. If you didn't hear earlier, all perks will be available for all membership levels. YouTube just sets it up as tiers.
How is that happening?
EDC. Friday.
Nice.
Thank you. Another member of Cripple Crew International.
Boom, baby.
Much appreciated. That's awesome, Mick. I appreciate that. Blue BEDC Tactical Llama, Mrs. Deadly Adventure Man,
I agree,
Jake
Ron.
Gorstonin, and of course Chris Warren's #1. Thank you, everybody. It really does mean a lot to me. And more because it means that we'll be able to start bringing in more stuff for the channel and to give away. Look at those sexy emojis. That looks good in the chat. Yeah, just today, BEDC. My stuff was approved yesterday and turned on, and today's the first chat with members. Thanks for coming in, Blue. I really appreciate you, and thanks again
Thank
for
you guys for
joining.
swinging by and hitting that like button. That
I
was
hear
awesome.
you,
Really
Wildcard.
appreciate it.
I totally understand, Wildcard.
How do I get?
So, what do you have anything fun on the way in right now?
Actually, yes. I think it's I think so. I think it's been delivered. Let me double check, because if it has, then
Thank
I'll
you,
be
Blue.
right
Thank
back
you.
in 5
Okay.
minutes and I'll show you.
Cool.
Let me double check.
Awesome. Sounds good. We like new deliveries.
Looking.
New deliveries are always fun. Showing off that Lomban sticker. So you said the new
Today's
one's in
the
the same
19th.
size? Yeah, today's the 19th.
Yep. Oh yeah, it's been delivered. Sweet. Yeah, these are the same size as the
REs.
R8. Yeah.
Perfect.
See, these are like just under an inch. They're just over 1 by 1 inch. Like they're just like just over an inch, almost an inch and a half tall. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I call them patches because I think I do have some ideas for REs that would be like 1 by 1.
Little squares.
Yeah. But
Oh, Mick Ranger said his Vosteed Martin's in his mailbox.
ooh.
I've got the green one on the way here soon via pass around. I was the first one to jump on that, so I'll be able to show that off here soon.
Get out of my mailbox
and
and
get
into
in
my
my
arms.
hand.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go
Go
some
grab it.
mail. Yeah.
Awesome.
Show you. Be right back.
Sounds good. A cool little thing that I received lately that's not a knife. The Meritac Apri bottle opener from Comm with the glow-in-the-dark Comm logo, Ultim, and it's a little titanium bottle opener. See if I can get that to focus. There we go. Little titanium bottle opener with Ultim and glow-in-the-dark. My first piece of Ultim that's not on a knife. So I'm very happy that they knew my Ultim obsession. And so when they sent the stub to show and the stub to give away, they also dropped me a piece of Ultim. What's up, folks? I appreciate you popping in and hitting that like button. Exciting day for the channel. Today's the first day with my live memberships, and I believe we're at 8 now, possibly 9. Matter of fact, what if I go here and look?
I have my stuff and then it's fine. I didn't know you had to do it on here. So I went to your page and then it took me to the Patreon thing. And that's
Did you join Patreon too?
Yeah. And then I realized you do it here.
Yeah, Patreon is completely separate. Nice. I created that and I've never ever done anything with it yet. I need to.
Well, now you have a person on it.
Awesome. Now I need to start posting to it. See my members. We have one. We have 11 members.
No one knows how to do it.
Oh, Fook Doozle. Fook Doozle. New member Fook gets that DBD salute, part of the Cripple Crew International. If the crew would throw up them emojis for Fook. DDB. Does it have a good grip as a bottle opener? You know, it just got in. I haven't had a chance to use it yet because I don't have any bottles with tops. I'm out of beer. I need to get one and try it. I was wondering that myself. You know, I was wondering if you would want to like throw your middle finger in the little keychain or if you can just hold it and do it, but I need to get a bottle and try it. Good question. Thank you again, Fook. I appreciate you. We are up to 11 minutes. That blows my mind, folks. Thank you. So once I open a bottle with it, I'll let you guys know. But I'm guessing it does look a little small. Going live tomorrow at 4 p.m. Roger that. Is that Eastern time, homie? Because you're in Carolinas. You're in North Carolina. So that's Eastern time, right? You could on the titanium if you wanted to, and a little bit right here on the front. Awesome, awesome. I'll try to catch you then, homie. Have a great day. Rest of your day. And thank you again for your support. I appreciate you. But I do plan on trying it because I like this little thing quite a bit. Useless Gaming, what's up, homie? How are you today? Good to see ya. Some other interesting stuff that came in lately. If y'all saw Saturday, the beginning of Saturday's live stream, then you saw the Everyday Canna items. And my favorite item from Everyday Canico is the multi-pass. Stonewash stainless steel tools. You get a spoon, a spatula, a pick, and a scoop. Integral steel design with G10 backspacer and scales. And it's a modified miniature slip joint mechanism. The Roomba just fell down the basement stairs. Stupid ass Roomba. Yeah, it's a cool tool, isn't it? Yeah, this is great for travel dabbing. And then I also have the baton joint tube. Aluminum, strong, and very, very, very light. However, it's only big enough for 1/2 grammers or 3/4 grammers unless you cut the filter in half on a full grammer. Then you can fit it in here. And I'm talking about like store-bought pre-roll size when I say that. And then the Ranger pocket battery. Aluminum. You've got some nice knurling here. And very good battery life so far. USB-C charging. It's got a C-cell battery that's supposed to last not just longer per charge, but for a lot more charges. It is. There we go. You can see the cloud. I do not vape. This is not nicotine. I live in a legal state. This is live resin extract. I think this one's 93% THC. This is GMO. So this is herb. And I normally don't do cartridges unless I'm traveling, because I can travel with this really well and discreetly. Typically, I prefer to dab with a rig or with my swordfish. I love the electric swordfish. Or of course, I smoke flower, but I don't dab nicotine or vape nicotine. I dab nicotine. I don't vape nicotine. But whether you vape nicotine or herb, this is a very nice battery. Plenty discreet. I'll be using this for my travels for sure. Especially this Christmas time when I traveled to Georgia to visit the deadly granddaughter. Yeah, it's legal here too. And I have, and my little town has 3. No, it's because I was putting stuff up to it, moving it around. Useless gaming. My little town has 3 weed stores, and all 3 give veterans 25% off. I love legal weed here. What we got? What we got? White box, white box. Now, is
I'm gonna open it.
this for you, or is this for part of your giveaway?
No, this is for me. This is something I've had in the works for a while, waiting on.
Awesome, awesome. Here, Donut. I'm gonna put you full screen for a minute so people can actually see what you're doing. Show that again, homie.
Mm-hmm.
DonutKnife.com. Is that the new CDC?
That is correct.
Oh wait, it's always been Donut Knife.
It's always been Donut Knife. Here we go.
Is that a tube kind of like a no, it's not. I was thinking it was a tube like a Demco.
Got extra button and O-rings. This is the Ray Light. Essentially, this is a mini pineapple.
Yeah.
Except
with sprinkles.
Well,
they're not sprinkles anymore, but they are.
No, you're right. However, that's an insert that you can change out for different colors.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. Let me open it up. Goodness gracious, that pocket clip is insane.
Got some nice. Is it a titanium clip? Looks like it.
Yes, yes, it is.
Very dope.
Yeah. This is essentially the mini pineapple. And here you go.
Do they call it the Crusader? Is that why Wildcard said that?
Yep, it's the Crusader. And then Northwest Wind did one as well, which was OD green and tan.
That's one I would
insert. Like. Yeah, it's there's a limited run, only a couple of them.
And so, that's not associated with CDC, so that's one I would go for.
I mean, they did it in, they're offering that version. But,
yeah, but that company is not associated with CDC, is what I meant.
Oh yeah, no, Northwest Wind, Northwest Wind and CDC, they're all good friends and stuff. And 10440 300 milliamp USB-C charging, tiny like USB-C charging.
Yeah, that's nice.
Tiny. And there you can see there's that insert, and you can actually get different colors. So
right now it's silver, but you can swap it out for colors.
Well, right now it's actually pink.
Oh, it is pink? It looks so. Oh, I can see the pink now. Now the blue and pink makes sense because that's them.
Yeah, and there's that pink. So you just they put little holes there so you can put like a toothpick or something in there. Yeah, which I don't have around
like a thin spudger or something.
Why would I?
All right, Kathleen, thanks for being here. You have a fantastic day.
Use the pen, but it's got an O-ring on it as well.
Okay, I see the pink now really well.
O-ring on either side. There's your little shell. So they'll have different colored shells, different color inserts. So this was just the initial launch color combo. You can get at launch they have a couple different colors of these. I think like black and something else, and then they'll add more colors of.
Gotcha. I want the OD green one from the other company.
Yeah, looks really cool. I mean, it's my first Ray Light. I've heard great things about them.
Jenny. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Raylight, but I have not checked them out yet. The other company you mentioned with the OD green one, is that also former law enforcement?
I don't know. He's the one that's Northwest Wind. He does the stealth camping. I don't know his background.
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah. He's a great channel. So if you're into stealth camping and if you're familiar with that, he does that everywhere. That's kind of his thing.
Okay, Northwest Wind.
Goodness gracious, this is durable. This pocket clip, oh my gosh.
It's thick.
Dude,
it's wide.
It is.
I think
Yeah,
so.
this thing is not coming off your hip, but you see, it's like I should probably remove the pocket clip, to be honest, before I do this.
Your marble counter just broke. How would you do that, Useless Gaming? I gotta know.
How did you break your Oh no.
So when I was in high school, my homeboy Andy, one of my best friends in high school, he was already 350 plus in high school. He was like 6'5", but he was 350 plus. Like nobody liked to give him a ride because he would bust the front seat of everybody's car, and he couldn't fit in the back. And but he was one of my best friends. We were at another homie's house whose parents were out of town, so of course he decided to have a party. While we're at the party, everybody's getting ripped and hammered. He leans back on their marble countertop with his hands behind him on it and snaps their marble countertop. We're like, how the hell are you going to explain that one to your folks when they get home? And that same day, the guy whose house it was, he passed out on the couch while everybody was still going. And then he gets up, just wakes up and walks into the kitchen, disappears. Nobody thinks anything. It sounds like water, but it doesn't sound right. We go in there. He had opened his fridge, pulled out the crisper drawer, and was pissing in his crisper. He had no clue. That's how drunk he was. You broke it with a hammer. That's an expensive fix.
Number one, why?
Yeah. Why would you hit
Why?
your marble counter with a hammer? That's a very expensive fix.
Ugh, hammer should not be near marble counter unless you're intentionally cracking it.
Oh shit! Well, I need to go. Well, have a good one, Useless Gaming.
Oh my goodness, Wildcard.
I'm guessing that wasn't intentional.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, I don't remember a whole lot from high school, Rolf, but I definitely remember that.
I mean, the pocket clip is awesome. Like, it's big, it's smooth, it's enjoyable, but it's not going anywhere. Once you put this on something, it's not going off.
Yeah.
I mean,
SW Overload, what's going on? Welcome. I don't believe I've ever seen you on the stream.
Whoa, geez,
that is bright.
I thought I was at max brightness. It went one more. Crazy. Yeah. Stacey, I'm still trying to figure. What's up, SW Overload? Apologies if you guys can only see one.
Mix Squirgle. What's up, Mix Squirgle? Welcome.
I had both chats going in one, but now it won't do it.
So it depends, Mix Squirgle, on the price point. VG10 is a good steal. It's a decent steal. It is. Probably, I mean, it's very similar to Austin and 10CR. Maybe a little better on corrosion, but very, very similar. It's a good steel as long as it's at a budget price. I don't think VG10 belongs over $100 anymore, and there still are a few companies doing it. Yeah, so it really depends on the price point. The steel itself is just fine, especially for EDC use. It's also a really good kitchen knife steel. VG10's great for kitchen knives. Very nice corrosion resistance, and it's easy to sharpen up at home. So I recommend. I mean, I have no issues with VG10 if it's at a budget price.
I gotta figure out how to get those chats essentially fused together. Maybe
I think it's a third channel.
that's what I'm thinking. Maybe
a combined third channel,
yeah, I'm thinking maybe I
and
that format.
have it go live on all three.
Yeah,
But if we were both broadcasting from the same channel on a third, kind of like I think that's how the Saturday Night Lives are. Is it goes to their individual channels, but I think they're on a shared channel for no, maybe I'm wrong with that. I'm sure there's a way to do it.
there is. Gosh, I'm trying to think about it. Ron Dobbins, 3 of the Devo Mash Knives. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's
How
what
was it?
the only mash I've checked out was Chris Warris's, and I liked it quite a bit. This was my first Devo, personally, and I love it. Absolutely can't stop carrying it. And really can't stop flicking it. Just killer action. And there it goes. I'm gonna let the doggers out real quick.
All right.
Grab some water.
Trying to figure out how to get all this chat into one section so everyone can see the chat. Either channel. There's a way to do it. Just don't know how to do it yet. Trying to figure that out. Oh, actually, you go to. I've never done this now. I've actually never gone to this site when I've been streaming.
All right. Do a backflip.
Let's see.
A new hat. What new hat? Did we show a new hat?
No, I linked I went and linked my channel, my website, which has llama merch on it. So I guess you saw the spot for hats. I was just trying to figure out what this even looks like on here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I've actually got some hats and stuff. Hats, hoodies, shirts, things, all the stuff going. It is if you are curious who makes them or what material or what weight, Gildan, Gildan, they make several of them.
I know who Gildan is.
Yep, actually this one is a heather gray Gildan. So, some of the hats are made by not the classics. What was it? It was not as color. I have one of their hats. The point is, we've checked out the merch. We've gone around, looked at the materials before even putting them up on there. So
that's something I might ask you to help me with offline.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know how to set up the site, but I would be happy to.
And I'll be completely honest, this is so the way this merch works is that you order it, it gets made, and then it gets sent to you.
Yeah.
And it is through the streaming platform I use, which is called Streamlabs. And I just run. They offer. Look, man, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know if there's affiliate links or not, but I'm going to be straight up. The cost of StreamYard every month is ridiculous. The cost of Streamlabs every month is $19.99, and I get a store merch they make for me, a website, the overlays, and multi-stream.
So you
However,
could you show me how to use Streamlabs? What's up,
yes,
Robert Willoughby?
there's
Okay.
one catch though.
What's that?
Streamlabs and StreamYard or StreamYard.
I know it's not
Restream.
browser based.
Exactly.
I know that.
That's the only catch. So
But how do I do it from my phone then? Is there an app?
Yes, there is an app. And I believe you can have some of the overlays there, and even when you're running the stream on your app, you can use like a web-based dashboard. So Streamlabs has a desktop app for broadcasting.
Yeah.
And then you have a web-based dashboard. That's where everything like the cloud bot, the giveaways, all that stuff I run, it's all run web-based.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna want to think about that then.
Yeah.
Because it is expensive for StreamYard. But I 20 hours a month isn't enough for me.
Yeah. It's well, how much?
I like talking to the crew. It's $44 a month.
Yeah. Yeah, on for StreamYard, right?
Yes. For StreamYard it's crazy. It's I only did it because I couldn't find any that I had to do it day of a stream, and I couldn't find another platform that I could use as easily and do it. Great. Do everything that StreamYard is so simple. It's the thing.
Yep.
And
there are other options out there, but not as easy as.
Yeah. Streamlab was the very first one I ever downloaded because I thought that's what everybody said they were using when they said StreamYard. And I looked for a StreamYard app and there wasn't one. So I'm like, oh, I must have heard them wrong. Well, I didn't realize the difference at the time between a client-based and a web-based because I hadn't used either. So I was like, there is no StreamYard. And I downloaded Streamlab and I'm like, yo, this is a pain in the ass. And then I found StreamYard's web-based, and I'm like, that's very easy.
Yeah, it's so OBS
but I don't
Studio
like the cost.
Is like the base.
OBS that everything's looks really pain.
It is because it's just like it's like Fruity Loops. It's like all those good free software out. It's like the good free software out there that does everything you want it to and need it to do. However, so do all these helicopter parts in the garage that are completely torn apart, not put together.
But yeah, you have to put it all together yourself.
So there's a learning curve. However, there are integrations, plugins, and so what Streamlabs did is they pretty much created their own little version of OBS. So it's like Streamlab Desktop, and it's a fully baked version of OBS that has Streamlab like pretty much integrated into it. So it's
gotcha.
It has the power and capability, but thankfully not the
but less setup.
Yeah. I will say though, I come from an IT background. I'm quite savvy with technology and computers and all the streaming and stuff and have been for 15, 20 years now. So it's not new.
Yeah, I've learned this shit in the last couple months.
It's not new.
What's up, Zachary? Welcome back. Been a minute.
How's it going?
Oh, so this is I was meant to ask you earlier or answer you earlier and forgot, Rolf. That one there is a MadYocco ink, just like this. MadYocco does vintage patterns and materials over amazing microfiber. The microfiber backing is the best I've ever felt. and it's soft enough that I use it for my glasses and to wipe fingerprints off blades all the time. And he hand sews all of them. And this is one of his very first ones. And he's really upped his stitching game since then. And beautiful patterns. This one is rayon from the 70s, the material. He only had a little bit of it. And the greens are blacklight reactive. So I got to get a blacklight. But MadYocco and Blue Elephant Hanks are my two main Hank companies. MadYocco, his Etsy store has a bunch of sick patterns. I would say that Blue Elephant is definitely more modern patterns, more modern stuff, and good backing. But MadYocco is vintage materials, but a much higher quality microfiber backing. And if you go here, I'll let me pop in here and I'll pin his store real quick. I gotta do it in studio because I can't pin.
Ron, MadYocco does have an Etsy.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to pin.
You can also reach out to him on Instagram. I would recommend reaching out to him first and talking to him. The reason being is certain transactions and locations and storefronts have overhead.
Etsy has a lot.
So I suggest you find out if MadYocco has some material or something you would like and start the conversation directly, and he can advise the best way
Yes,
to.
he will do custom Hanks.
Yep.
And if he
Instagram
can sell it to you through Instagram, it will save. It'll make it. It's better, much better for him.
I mean, both of you in the end, really.
Yeah. Either way you get him helps him out, and you get a sick Hank. He's my favorite that I've felt, because even though I like these smaller sizes for EDC, his material backing is just crazy good. Crazy good. But take a look at his Etsy and get an idea, and then hit him up, just MadYocco on Instagram. And follow him on YouTube.
Definitely.
He makes some of my favorite knife and EDC content, creative as hell.
He is. He makes all kinds. It's really cool.
He can make me laugh.
I've got some MadYocco Hanks on the way. He made some llama Hanks.
Nice.
They will be my first ones. I have other Hanks.
Did he get a llama material, or did he just did you send him the link?
No, he did it all himself.
Nice.
My very first Hank, though, is this one.
Is that Forest Hanks? Or
this one's made by 50 Ways.
Oh, 50 Ways. Okay. 50 Ways immediately made a Hank of the Trump picture after the gunshot. I hit him up and I'm like, dude, you're the first one I saw to do that. That is so intelligent. You're going to make fat paid off of those.
Baked in Colorado.
Want some llama pajamas, says Rolf.
The
subscription from Gondek Hanks, says Stacy. So she must have quite a few Gondek Hanks.
The thing I really enjoyed about 50 Ways was, check out this little feature here.
Yeah, he's got the stash pocket.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's pretty much a knife slip included in your Hank, and full size, so enjoyable.
Or as they say in the movies, you could put your weed in there.
And the inside is of the microfiber material,
so it'll be soft on anything you put in there.
Yeah. And then
Burn Relic, you know I go forever.
Awesome Hanks.
That one's dope.
One. He makes
that one's dope.
Much smaller ones.
I like small Hanks because they go in a pouch.
I like 50 Ways because they fold up perfectly in a quad, just like this. Whereas, so you can kind of see the difference
Yeah.
because it's just so even. It's a nice heavier material on this outside here. I mean, I like this size, as you can
Yeah.
tell. Like boom, it's the exact same size as my wallet. Like
This size is a little big for me. These big full size ones. But
I
I
mean,
will say that this carries well in the pocket when it's folded up. I do like smaller hanks for pocket and for EDC pouches. And Awesome Hanks is one that I want to try out. And 50 Ways, I just love that he has the stash pocket in him.
and Awesome
PKE, we're
Hanks
up to
has different
11 members.
options. You can get
11 members in the Cripple Crew International.
oh, nice.
Yeah, they got
But,
the grommet on it.
grommet and no grommet.
Yeah. Blue Elephant does that as well. She asked if I wanted a grommet or not on this one. She liked that I showed off the other Hank so much, and she knew I loved the salty bitch one. So she said she was going to give it to me and asked me if I wanted it with or without the grommet. So now I need to put something on the grommet. But I love this Hank.
Night's Edge, thank you so much for stopping by.
Doing what you doing? Get that Oprah money. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Stedman.
If everyone, actually, on that note, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being here. In fact, if you all look under your chair right now, you're going to find nothing. Yeah.
You're a good boy. Go lay down. You just came in. I'm going to take
There's
a look at
nothing
that.
there.
Stacy, I'm pulling up that Hank subscription links.
Yeah, the
Hank of
salty
the month.
bitch
Oh,
needs
so
to
you
be an
can get the
emoji.
small one for $10 a month. That's a damn good price.
I completely agree with that one. The salty bitch Hank needs to be an emoji.
Yeah, you're right. I got to figure out how to do that.
How did you come up with? Did you just send them images and we're like, I want these to be emojis, and they made
No.
them? Or...
Nope, you build them. You just you go in there and you select your emojis from current images on that you have, and then you size them to where you want.
Oh,
and so
okay.
you just pick images that you have and make emojis.
Sweet.
$11 with shipping for a Hank every month is a pretty damn good price.
That is. Did you see what I won on?
Oh, I heard.
Last night.
Wildcard hit me up last night, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Yo, well, Llama and I just won," and he said, "You got the Dirk Pinkerton."
See what wild card one you saw what we were talking about the other day?
Yeah, he got the rocker,
Yeah.
and then you got the variable Warren Cliff.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to tell me how that is. I've always wanted to check that out as a neck knife.
You can try it for yourself. I'll send it your way.
Awesome. The variable Warren Cliff is one I got to check out. Do
Enjoy
not use
those.
Pornhub's emoji maker.
The evangelicals were not ever used. The angels were not singing. They were.
Do you want Ron's purple nip? That's a damn good win.
Yes, that was really good. I was watching Rob's Nerdy Knives, and then this dude's name pops up as the win, like in the members.
He did some Diddy Party work for that.
That was one of those rebroadcast lives. Pre-recorded. No.
he won.
Baby oil everywhere. So much oil. So much. Come on, Squints. Keep it together. Keep it together, Squints. Squinty Peppercorn. Keep it together. Go back to the Sandlot.
Back to the Sandlot.
Go back to the Sandlot.
That's a classic movie forever. They don't make movies like that anymore.
No, they don't make any movie where a dog jumps over the camera like that anymore.
No.
They're like, find the biggest dog. Oh no, this guy's huge. No. Not that big. The other big. We need him to chase kids. So good. Someone type in all the Hank companies that
I
Yes,
am.
Bando pick. Someone can do that. Would you like someone to do that?
I'm almost done.
Saw Hanks with Mad, Blue Elephant. 50
There we go.
ways. Yeah, 50 ways is like 50 ways.
Yeah, I didn't remember how many it was.
Right.
So I just did 50 ways.
Way.
You can find him on Insta.
Yeah, he has a
You can
Facebook
find
page,
all of these on
Instagram.
Insta, actually.
Awesome Hank, and he's expanding his
I want to get
also,
the Hank, and I want to get the Andromeda. Just because I know it's a rebrand, but I
That's a
still
great
want the
knife.
Andromeda.
It's
It's a
great.
great little knife. It's a Kubi
love it.
Geo.
So if you want an image, any image, so this is my experience. First and foremost, speak with the individuals and the creators themselves. I'm not telling you what they will and can do. I'm just telling you what has been done or is possible.
Thank you for that, Stacy.
The Awesome Hanks, he doesn't want to. He will not do like verbatim. If you send him like Lilo and Stitch from Disney, or you send the Millennium Falcon, or you send him some Lord of the Rings, he will not do trademarked stuff. He will do variations, for example, like the Millennium Falcon Hanky did. You know it's the Millennium Falcon. It's not a licensed Star Wars image that he used. However, he used like, a rendition of it. So he'll do things like that. And he has some awesome designs, and they're pretty much all original to him in some way.
Yeah.
Awesome.
TKE, the choice is obvious. You go with the best phone sex voice in the game, and that's me, obviously.
There you go.
I give good phone.
Yeah, DBD gives a lot better phone.
Oh yeah, Junk and Genius. Hadn't thought about them. 50
Yep.
Ways will do custom prints as well.
Yes, 50
He'll do, I think,
ways will
anything.
do anything, and
He'll
that's
do
what I'm
anything
getting
you
at.
send
So,
him.
and that's exactly what he did for me when he did the gosh,
I think I'm gonna send him my logo.
This is one he did that I picked up, the Beskar. That was just freaking awesome. He made the whole
That
Hank
was
look
pretty
like
cool.
Beskar. And then you've seen my Elden Ring one. I think that's upstairs in my shorts.
Yes, I have seen that one.
Yeah. So he'll take images and be like, you can send them to him and be like, I want this on a Hank, and then within a couple days, that Hank is in the mail on the way to you, and it's like $25 just about for a Hank.
Yeah,
this big.
I think that's what I'm gonna have. Make me a DBD Hank.
So definitely talk to multiple creators, get to know them, ask them what they're into, because some will make anything you want them to make. Some are willing to customize. Some will do slips, no slips. Some will actually make matching items. Say you want, hey, I want a Hank and a pen slip, or a Hank and a knife slip. Dude, that's the time to do it, because they can make them matching. Or, work with them, talk with them, get to know them. They're people too.
TKE trying to turn on the teenagers. TKE saying he's level 421 in Elden Ring. He's trying to give somebody a chub in their basement.
Well, I think we can have that conversation later when
No, Elden Ring looks like a dope ass game. I just don't even have a PS5, so I don't. I still have a PS4. I'm waiting until GTA 6 before I mess with it. I don't. Yeah, basement chub.
Mm-hmm.
I don't game enough anymore.
Let me see what my hours on that are actually.
But I do want a G. I want one for GTA 6.
251 hours with platinum on it. So Shadow of the Erd Tree. PC. Anyway, enough geeking about that. I can nerd out games.
I like it a lot, Ron. It feels good in the hand. They contoured them well. And I really love this like soft poon on this Warney. And it gives you with this flipper tab, it's just like the flipper tab on the Penguin. I typically hate flippers
Nice.
for ergos, but this is angled perfectly so that it's comfortable as hell. And then, of course, being a warning, you got that beautiful pinch, and you're right again on that flipper jimping.
7 days is great.
I'm very, very happy with this, and I love the way that carbon fiber looks. I don't have much blue. It is not my color,
I like that.
but this looks really good. And
Hesitation is defeat.
I really like that it's very easy to reverse flick. Yep, soft pone. Got a level soft pone. What's up, Yellow Hemp? Welcome.
Praise the
7
sun.
Days to Die. 7 Days to Die looks like a fun one.
It is.
The one that I really wanted to play, but I didn't have the money for a PS5 at the time, and now it's not as big, and you needed the community. I wanted to play Helldivers.
It's still there. It's still there. It's enjoyable.
Yeah, no, I'm a huge
we
fan of
love
it,
that.
Ron. It's funny. You keep picking up knives that you're just not a big fan of, but I really like.
Helldivers is still there. What do we got going on in that one?
What's the concurrent player count?
Oh, I don't know. I only got 90 hours into that thing.
Do you?
Yeah, what's the last one? It's the only way to be sure. Have 6 orbital barrage stratagems in the same place. That's the last damn achievement. It's so silly. What is the concurrent player count?
When that was big, it looked like it was really, really fun.
It was a lot of fun. It is. It was. And it was silly. Like absolutely silly fun.
I
Space
played
Marine's a lot of fun. I mean video games. I could go on.
Wildcard. I played a lot more COD Mobile when it first dropped for the first year and a half until it got waves too easy because there's so many bots in it now that it just got too easy. I had one match where I had over 40 kills in one, and so many of the kills were just like the bot walking away from me and then running when I shoot him away from me and just making it too easy. I don't know if there's more players back again or if they've adjusted it, but it was fun until it got too easy. I like to dive sometimes.
Mech Warriors, that OG. Oh my gosh. Going back, way back into the 90s to the arcade when you're going to hop in those pods to play with like 8 other people.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
even playing ranked, it didn't matter. And you know, ranked was better for a while than regular COD Mobile for bots, but then it just got so crappy. I stopped playing it up a little bit, but it was fun for a little bit. Then it just got boring, repetitious. I guess the game that I've played the most in the last several years, for 6.5 years straight, every day I logged into Marvel Future Fight. And I played Marvel Future Fight I got in the game about 5 months after it started and played for through the 7th anniversary. And then I just got too bored with it and had to stop. Oh, Knife Kickstarter. I'm going to look that up right now.
Wow. Hey, what's everyone's dinner plans tonight?
The XENOAL.
Oh, the 5 panels are fantastic, Bando. Oh my gosh, yes. Huge fan of them. I'm giving away cutting boards, not on like YouTube or anything, but in person. That was something. I was actually shopping for some cutting boards myself. By the way, PSA for all you people out there: wooden cutting boards. Use wooden cutting boards. Number one, they keep your knives sharper because they're softer on your knives. Number two, like 98 or 99% of bacteria dies after 2-3 minutes on them. Number three, they look so much better. That's it. Wooden cutting boards. Plastic cutting boards, bacteria is going to sit on that shit for ages. And they dull your knives, glass, all that. Just wooden cutting boards. So I was shopping for them. Found a bunch. TJ Maxx or Home Goods or whatever. And because I sharpen knives, I'm gonna do a little Thanksgiving Christmas raffle. Anyone who spends $5 in the entire month, that's like I can sharpen one paring knife for them. They'll be entered into the raffle.
That's awesome.
And then I'll give away 2 little wooden teak wood cutting boards. They're about like, I picked them up for $12 a piece, and they're $22 teak cutting boards. So Home Goods, yay! Oil them up, make them look real good. Definitely, but wooden cutting boards, please. If you care about your knives, get wooden cutting boards. If you care about your health, wooden cutting boards. If you care about what you're rolling on, wooden cutting boards.
So that's that new O knife, the Zen OAL by Ken Onion. It's on Kickstarter. It looks very cool, except
Ken Onion made with their OAL aluminum.
Except they ruined it. It initially was a crossbar lock in their designs, and now it's a liner lock, and I'm out. I was much more interested in the first pictures. But that is a cool looking knife. Aluminum and S45VN. It's a good price. 2.5 ounces.
You're going like
crossbar lock.
Looks like the parallel.
It's frame lock. Yeah. If they would have kept crossbar lock and made it frame lock, I'd be so much more interested. I'm not gonna pick one up until change that.
Like, yeah, how can we turn the Arcfeld Pro into a knife? Makes sense.
Yeah, I like the design, but I don't like the frame lock.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of aluminum handles, aluminum scales.
Those look comfortable in the way that they're milled.
They look really cool. I can't.
But they do look like they'd be cold in the wintertime.
Oh, hell yeah, they're gonna be cold.
And I don't want the aluminum frame lock. I'm just not interested.
It's strong though.
That not as strong as the crossbar lock would have been. And they initially had it as a crossbar lock. That's stronger than a frame lock. Less prone to failure.
I think they're just trying to showcase their aluminum.
Which you could do with a crossbar. Easily. There's plenty of crossbar aluminum knives. Look at the Bel Air.
Right, but the crossbar itself is not aluminum.
No, but the scales would still be aluminum.
Right. Well, in this case, they're using the OAL, the stronger aluminum, as the lock.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bad idea. I think
they're marketing. Yeah, I think they're just trying to. It's one way to demonstrate that OAL is X amount times stronger, or
Stacy, I know like Darkwater and Delaney spend a lot of time on Whatnot. Titanium Justin has, but I haven't messed on Whatnot much. It's a live auction site.
Oh,
yeah.
Melissa, because the first time I heard about it was like Melissa Backwoods was doing.
Yes, she did a huge one to get knives going on. I mean, knives were already on there, but she made it more widely known because of who she is. And there are some other people on there now. And I was turned off. The reason I was turned off it initially is because they hit me up, and they wanted me to affiliate, and they would give me X amount of money to spend on knives, buy them on whatnot, and I could sell them back and keep the profits. And it just seemed shady to me. But now that I've talked to a lot more people using it, I think I was reading the situation through a lens of not wanting to screw over people by jacking up prices, you know. Blades R Us today at 5 Central on whatnot. Okay. And I guess, like, people do find really good prices on there. Not on Melissa Backwood's auctions, obviously, because everybody bids up to get her knives. But on other auctions, you can get good prices. Bluetooth, and that was the other thing. I saw her auction. I saw the prices people were paying for fucking budget knives, and I was like, "That's wrong to do."
Yeah,
to the people that are supporting me.
I've been turned off drastically.
But then I realized that on most auctions, it doesn't go like that. You know, most auctions aren't people just wanting to try to impress Melissa Backwoods. Bluetooth Blades, what it do? Exciting day today, first day with memberships, and I have 11 members of the Cripple Crew International Bluetooth Blades. Like, if you want a deal, don't watch her auction, but this Blades R Us one might be worth checking out. Have you picked up much stuff? Oh yeah, you've gotten killer deals. Okay, I'm just gonna ask. Yeah, what a guy would do for a girl, especially for a girl that's never going to actually have any interest in them. There's so many people that thirst. Her comments can be interesting to look at.
I don't know how long I could talk about selling stuff. Oof.
As much as you know, sometimes you might wish that you had natural assets like she does to help build your following. I'm also glad I do not have to deal with the stuff that she deals with in her comments. YouTube Music Portal, what's up, homie?
Yeah, I've heard
Hey,
it
what do you
from.
say? Jay's like, hey, what are you saying? I'm not gonna have a chance. Don't tell Robo. What's up?
I've definitely heard from both males and females. I was very surprised actually to hear it from both sides, but there's some pretty hateful individuals in the EDC community.
Oh yes,
and thankfully most of the comments get filtered and end up hidden. However, the creators see them.
Yes.
And it's not cool.
Exactly,
not
Bluetooth
cool.
Blades. No, it's not. For one, like, she's not doing anything we wouldn't do if we could. And it's not even like she's going on there in lingerie to show knives. She's in clothes that cover her, but people get so butthurt about it.
It was the same thing like in the video game industry when EA Games decided to put DICE decided to put a female character on the cover of what Battlefield 1 or something, and the whole world, well, not the whole,
but yes, there was a big freak out.
Dumb people were like, "Oh, that would never happen, so we'll never buy the game because you can't have a female on a war game cover." It's like, who the what?
Yeah, wildcard. We're talking about Melissa Backwoods.
So, we're just talking about people saying dumb things in the communities, and they just shouldn't. Regardless,
no.
I mean, look, some of our favorite Hank makers that we talk about, even some of that we talked about today, even they get hateful shit. Even they get hateful, and it's just like, it's not necessary. Like, no, come on. Who woke up and chose violence to go hop on YouTube and write some pissy comments to be like, who chose that?
You are thinking of the right person, wildcard. You know, it's funny because obviously being much, much smaller, Oh, I like that, Jay. I obviously don't get the hate that she does, but I get trolls every once in a while in my comments, and I just love talking to them. I'm like, I've had people that are like, that knife's ugly. I've never carried that. That's a stupid
Right?
blade shape. And I'm like, cool. Hey, thanks for commenting for one. I appreciate you watching the
Yeah.
video.
That's
So
not
you're
a
not a
hateful
fan.
thing
You're
to
not a fan
say.
of Warncliffs. What do you prefer? Drop points? Do you prefer
Exactly.
Tontos? And then they'll start chatting, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I guess I can stop being a dick.
Dude, talk shit about the knife if you don't like it. Don't talk shit about the person. Like that's like, and that's the great thing about knives and stuff. It's like that's the great thing about the reviewers. They put
Yeah,
this out
you know,
there so you can go, I don't like that,
yes,
and that's fine. And believe it or not, as people that put this content out, that's a welcome comment.
yeah,
Please,
I love
if you didn't like
comments.
it, like it's the crap that's not welcome is when you're just being hurtful and malicious for the sake of stroking your little
Yeah.
violin.
Yeah, we have a homie that's also a young creator, a newer
Favorite
creator
reviewers.
like us. We have one that we both know. He's an 18-year-old content creator, is what I'll say, making knife content the same amount of time we have been. And
Mhm.
at first, his first couple of troll comments really spun him up. And
They
I
did.
talked to him, and I'm like, homie, it's the internet. It's the internet. You
They
can't
did.
take any of this seriously or personally.
Yeah.
You got to go in there doing this for fun. And if you get a troll comment, have fun with them. Or just say thank you for watching, because you know what? Their comment and yours is 2 more comments on the damn video.
Hmm.
But I try to turn their single troll comment into more comments by trying to chat them up.
Exactly.
But yeah, at first that kind of stuff really, really spun him up in the beginning. And now he understands that it's just the internet. There's always going to be people saying stupid stuff. Period. Period.
Stacy, what? I completely missed her.
She's right. She is right. And tell me how you really feel.
The channel she's talking about.
The
There's a
Blades
channel
RS.
called Babe. No, there's a channel
Oh, the
called
Babes
Babes
and
and
Blades.
Blades. I'm listening to you and I go, I see that. Jay, you collect fountain pens? No.
Yeah.
Yo, check out what my
Titan.
dad sent me this year for my birthday. Oh my gosh. Well, he got it back in April and it arrived a couple months later because he actually picked it up from the Faber-Castell shop.
Nice. I'm gonna let you show that real quick while I go talk to a man about a horse.
The ceremony. Sorry. The ceremony. Just getting a fountain pen ready. Oh my gosh. So this is the pen I use to write your notes when someone gets something from me. I write a note to them and I'm like, thank you so much. It's not going to write well on this. Oh, you can't really tell. It's green. It is a green ink. But yep. This is, Jay, you are correct. Love it. Love it. Love it. It's not sharp, actually. It's not scratchy. It's not sharp. It's very smooth, enjoyable. It's my one cigar style. Let me go get the box. Pans. Those are quite high maintenance, however. This is where shit gets real fun. I'm gonna get one of these sent over to Dan Kenman. I'm gonna get him a brass QUACO Sport. So essentially, it's gonna be an all brass, and this is probably the go-to EDC pen. $25, and you get the QUACO Sport, numerous different colors, numerous different materials, and really easy to fill, has really cool cartridges. So you can get a cartridge that you put in there, and then you can also get like a refillable one. So essentially, you just keep dipping this into ink and turning this knob, and it sucks it back up. So you can get refillable cartridges or just a plastic cartridge that you put on there, and the little needle thing stabs it and then fills it up with like blue, black,
Does it?
standard ones like that.
Do you have an issue with leaking at all?
No, this is literally like the go-to. You can fly with this, change up different nib sizes. The nibs are easy to remove and swap out. But this is like the EDC fountain pen. Now, one of my favorite desk pen styles. This is made by Lamy Safari. This is the aluminum. It's got the little ink window there. These are really cool. You can get, different mix and match. It's an aluminum construction. You can also get plastic construction. Here's an example of one of those refillable ink cartridges. It's just like a piston mechanism. You turn the knob up top, and the little plunger goes down and up. And then as it's in there, you dip it into the ink, and you pull the plunge, twist it so it then draws ink up.
That's cool.
Yeah, so you can then change
Don,
out
what
your
it
different
do?
styles of
Good
ink.
morning. And Shura likes Lamy pins.
Because that's the fun thing about fountain pens is you can change up. For example, I've got so many inks. You can have like brown is a really cool ink color. People don't realize that there's brown ink, and there's so many inks. I challenge any of you to go online and just Google fountain pen inks. Go to like Goulet pens. Go to, I mean, goodness,
Jim McParlin, good morning.
just look up different inks, and then think about, well, people love mixing and matching and making their EDC kits color coordinated and different styles. Yeah, imagine if you've got a zombie like a patina, like a shipwreck brass set, and you've got a brass Coeco pen, and you're writing in like this turquoisey shimmer that looks like shipwreck, like oxidation. The things you can do are awesome. I mean,
I've never messed with them, so I always figured they were messy.
no.
Hey, Gons, today is the very first day with memberships to the Cripple Crew International. We have our first 11 members of Cripple Crew International.
And you can even get fountain pens like this. Like, rather than get a ballpoint, dude, pick yourself up
Is that a
precise.
disposable?
Yeah, pick yourself up a precise varsity. Oh, you're never gonna get a nice deep purple ink. Yeah, man. You can get disposable. You can go to the store, get 4 of these for like $6-7.
No, I
Fountain
appreciate
pens
that,
are
Gons. I wasn't saying, join my channel. I was just passing on the news that the channel has reached that point. And now there's some folks with badges next to their names rocking some cool emojis.
there you go. $8.49 for the 3-pack, one of each color, purple, black, and blue.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, fountain pens are a whole nother. Yeah, they're just like customized. I mean, it's like knives. You can customize them in and out.
Yeah. Yeah, I've looked at them. There's a lot of cool designs. I just always figured it'd be a mess and a half, and that's why I didn't mess with them.
Sometimes. Make sure I don't put the wrong thing on camera here. Jars clinking and clanking.
Going deep down the fountain pen llama hole.
Noodlers, marine green. This is the one that I have in there. I mean, look at that lovely green that just comes across. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that showed up again? Please?
Yep. 1 second. Here we go.
I've heard of the Homo sapiens. Oh, that is really green. That's a cool green.
Let's see how I can get this.
Almost a shimmery green.
There we go. How can I get?
Yeah, God says he's already in too many rabbit holes. Very cool. That is a cool color.
That's the one that's currently in the pen that I write the thank you notes. You got, pigmented blue. So there's permanent inks. This is pigmented, meaning this ink is colored blue because it's a solution of essentially crushed blue rock, mineral, whatever. Fountain pen inks are usually water based. However, there are some that are permanent. I mean, they will
Really?
literally stay, like the paper will dissolve and the ink will stay.
Mhm.
Like archival ink, and this is a
Yeah.
pigmented one, meaning this is created this way using like cobalt and different metals, just like tattoos are made and
Yeah.
colored using pigmented inks exist. And then you've got your dude, these like this purple. Goodness gracious, so hard to
Yeah. It's trying to look black, but I can see the purple a little bit.
yeah. There we go. I mean, and then I'll skip to the most popular ink in the world. Emerald de Chivar. This
What's it
now
called?
Emerald de so essentially the Emerald of Shivan.
Gotcha.
And this, as you can see, it's gonna disappear. There we go. As I turn it upside down, and see how that material is now kind of blending back in. That's gold flake in there. So fountain pen ink, you can have shimmer or sheen. So you can actually have like particles in the ink that make it like look like I mean, when you write, it could look like
Like
what people
metallic.
call like mermaid blood or something. But then there's shimmer, which gives it almost like that, almost like when you see gasoline in a parking lot on the ground, like that little rainbowy at an angle,
Yeah.
gives it that look. And then there's sheen, which is a slightly different effect. And then of course there's also when the ink dries, sometimes it dries and changes color. Like where you're actually writing is going to be deeper, and then at the end of your letters, like where your pen stops, will be a different color.
That's cool.
So it's
EP, welcome back. Jay
customization
Cortana
through the
says
roof.
his most expensive is a Mont Blanc homage to Rudyard Kipling with an 18
Yes.
karat gold nib. I take it you're aware of this pin.
Yes, I am. I Mont Blancs are, oh gosh, they're fantastic. There's a history to them.
There you go, Mick.
Swiss pen makers, there's a history to them. They're fantastic. They are a name brand, great. I mean, they're good. They're really good. My parents, my mom and dad, I think 1 year my dad gifted my mom a Mont Blanc pen. I didn't realize what it meant. I didn't realize, but we spent like 4 years saving up for it, and we got her a pen.
Yeah.
And at like 6 or 7 years old, you all got together and got like your mom or dad a gift, and I didn't realize what we were doing. Fast forward to only a couple years ago, and she's like using the same pen. Yeah. Like, whoa.
That's dope.
It's so cool. And they're ballpoint, they can have ballpoint pens, fountain pens, different types. And as he said, 18 karat gold nib. This is the nib.
Yeah.
And they'll make like, I don't think it's iridium tipped. So they'll essentially, gold is softer. So calligraphy nibs, as you push down on them, they'll like split up and stuff. So when people draw those Gothic characters, they're pushing down on a fountain pen with a calligraphy nib. It's spreading the nib open and making a wide lettering. And then when they remove pressure from it, it makes a thin line. So there's nibs that are bouncy. There's nibs that move. Dude, there's nibs that are curved. Like
That's
writing
weird.
utensils are wicked. I mean,
I'll
they're
stick to
just
knives.
as weird and unique as knives. Yeah,
I cut more than I write, so I'll stick to knives.
I get that. I do.
That's that, that,
Uh,
that, that there's a lot of other expensive rabbit holes I'm trying to add to my EDC,
Oof.
but
Pens is one of them.
pins I'll stick with like my O pin mini
Get
and
that Ultim
my
fountain pen.
county
Get it.
com pins.
Get the
Uh,
Ultim fountain pen from
I'm gonna get
you
an
got the
Ultim.
embassy pens, but
I'm gonna get an Ultim pin from Bastion.
Sebastian right there, yeah.
Yeah, this Bastion carbon fiber is a nice pin.
This is my daily desk pen. It used to be a fountain pen. It is now this
Is that a
Fisher Space
Bastion?
pen. No, this thing's Cerakoted. It feels so damn good.
Yeah,
Aluminum Bastion pens feel really good. My wife has one. I went for this one. Oh my god, dude! The way this feels and the clicking right here. They've got different styles, and the bolt
yeah,
action's great. But I can't complain about how this feels. Not
yeah.
one bit.
Ron, my whole family has custom compounds, and everybody has a longbow because I worked for Martin Archery for years. But we haven't shot in a long time because I can't draw a bow anymore with my neck and surgeries and my torn shoulder. Another pin that's on me all the time now is my micro pin from Alette Wallets
Now I get
because
it.
because it just slides right into the wallet. Whoop, right into the wallet.
I was waiting for you to notice. I was about to say something. Now I know why you don't like pens anymore as much. The bow thing.
Yeah,
You can't draw
yeah.
them anymore.
No,
So you just don't want drawing
no,
utensils.
no drawing utensils.
I get it. You want the stabbies.
Yep, poke shit.
Poke shit. What kind of strength compound bow and longbows did you use? Like
I used a 70-pound compound, and I used a 50-pound recurve or longbow. I did have one 60-pound recurve, but that was a beast. That was a beast and not easy.
people
But
don't
typically
realize.
right about 50.
Yeah. 50's a lot.
It is. It is. I started out at 40 on
Yeah.
a traditional bow and worked up to 50. 55 on some bows was comfortable for me, especially if it was a long bow instead of a recurve. 120-pound recurve is
That's
crazy.
insane. Like a
And
double recurve or a single recurve? Like that's insane.
but
Yeah, I don't understand why. Like,
they are really, really hard to string over 50 guns.
yeah,
You're right.
that's why I'm like 120. What the?
Yes, and you can't leave them strung. Yeah, Dango does make some sweet looking wallets, EP, and they have Ultim wallets. I got to get on with it. I got to get on with Dango. They also have Ultim pill capsules and such.
Yeah, that's insane.
He says he only shot it like 5 times and he couldn't keep it. Yeah,
I
that
don't
120
blame you.
would be ridiculous.
I
60, the 160 that I shot was ridiculous.
I was a big fan of the 50-55 range. Even in the compounds, that was like
In compound, I did like it stronger. My limbs were actually 75 pounds, but it was tuned back to 70.
Okay.
Yeah,
I really didn't shoot it much further than 20 meters, 10, 15, 20 meters.
Yeah.
Like, we're not
Yeah,
eating these arrows.
my kids both had our adjustable cam system that takes it from 30 pounds all the way up to 60 pounds.
185. Yeah, the FPS, dude, you're running at like 556. Jeez, good lord. Feet per second
Yeah.
on a damn 185. Good God. I gotta look
Yeah,
that up.
my compounds typically ran around 350 at FPS. 335 to
Jeez.
350.
Yeah, 320 for 185. But see, that's the thing for slingshots. if I go a lighter weight if I go a lighter band on clay ammo, I get a higher feet per second than if I do a heavier band with clay ammo. There is a point where the projectile size and weight actually, shifts over, and then the band makes a difference.
Yeah.
But once if it's too light and you're too
Well, it's
strong,
just like launching too light of an arrow from a strong bow. You're going to blow the bow out.
exactly,
You'll
it's the
destroy it.
exact same thing. It's the exact same thing with a slingshot, and it's weird. People go, "Oh, just put the heavy band on it; it'll fire faster." I'm like, that. Well, contrary to popular belief, it won't.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I don't have any Ulta pins yet, Jay, but I do plan on it. And I agree, Gone. My Pew is much easier to string nowadays. I use that. I can't use my bow any longer. I had a custom Scorpion recurve that we made that had gorgeous black wood and dark gray as the laminate colors, and it was the first one we did of the line that I helped design at Martin, and that one was awesome. That was my 55 pounder, but that one I ended up donating to a charity for my daughter's ROTC for a charity dinner because I couldn't use it anymore, and it was this gorgeous one of a kind bow that just stayed unstrung and in a case. So I ended up donating it at the charity dinner, and it brought in over $100 for the dinner. So
nice.
On a $450 retail bow, that's pretty good. Of course, you can't buy them anymore because they don't make them anymore. But having fun.
Maybe. What is this?
If I was to archery hunt again, wild card, it would have to be crossbow. Oh! Is that part of StreamYard?
Oh, you're seeing it in backstage. No, this is
I saw it.
That's why I was like,
I do have a few other recurves in the house that are the kids. And then everybody in the family still has a compound.
Why is it just this?
There it goes again. What's that?
Oh, it does pick it up. Okay. Yeah. No, it's because webcams are a pain in the butt. So
Gotcha. It's a webcam thing.
Kind of. Yeah. It's called Cam Studio. So essentially, rather than letting my webcam control itself, I'm like, I'm going to control you.
Gotcha.
Like, I want to control your settings.
Mick Ranger says his first real girlfriend's father had a crossbow at the bottom of the stairs and would have to sneak up the snares and sneak past his bow.
I've signed a shotgun show. I came to pick over a girl. I have written my name on it.
Yeah, I've had some fun first meetings with 357 hollow points involved with boys that come to talk to my daughter.
What we got going on here? Let's see what else we got in here. Auto. Okay, we got manual. Auto without zoom. What? Ooh. That focuses a lot quicker than before. Okay. And then
you didn't have to mess with it to get it to focus that time.
Oh, there we go. I like that. Automatically pan to keep you in frame.
Most webcams will. So far, no. It is not.
Auto with zoom, automatically pan and zoom to keep you in the frame. Oh my god.
Now it is. Now it's chasing you. And it tracks pretty quickly. Cleaning a Jeep. Yeah. Cleaning Glock. There you go, Mick.
Okay. So it's doing the zoom and stuff. Okay, and then center stage. Oh, that's if I was using.
I've also had guys come to pick up the Deadly Daughter when, like, right after a meeting of my motorcycle club got out.
That's a
And
good time
so
to do it.
there's a bunch of Harleys in my driveway, and they have to walk through and talk to a bunch of large guys in leather that all are very protective of her. That's really fun.
That's a good one to do it. What is going on here? What else can we do?
Yeah, the first time, her first like date. She's like, okay, I'm going out. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, he's here. He texted me he's here. I'm like, nope. I opened the door, hollered out the door. You already fucked up. Try again, and closed the door. And I waited for him to come knock. Hell yeah, Dwayne. Wildcard says the girls I've dated didn't have dads. Yeah, he's got target
Jeez.
lock on the no self-esteem.
Damn. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
His autofocus was set on other settings.
Mick, I would have to agree. The Deadly Daughter's current boyfriend is a good dude. The Deadly Daughter boyfriend, you saw him earlier in the chat, is DDB. He's a good dude. He's definitely very respectful, and he also is properly terrified. So I don't have to worry too much. Later,
Properly
Stacy.
terrified. Oh my gosh.
They need to have a good amount of terror. I was a teenage boy, dude. And I was not properly scared. So I am making sure that they are.
I believe it.
Especially when my daughter is 17 and already like 5'7" and almost all legs and blonde with freckles. Yeah, I'm pretty protective.
Yeah, I've got 2 kids, a girl and a boy, so it's girl's the older sister and the boy's the young terror.
It was nice that we had our son first. So, and our kids were several years apart. So the Deadly Daughter had a big brother to look out for her.
Nice.
But now that he's in out of state with the military, I got to make sure that they're properly terrified. It's good to have a healthy amount of fear.
Healthy amount of fear. I like that. I gotta think about making dinner. Probably gotta go chop up some stuff and get ready for that.
That's okay. I need to give my throat a break by this point. So it's about time to shut it down. Anyway, I agree. Before we do, I want to thank everybody, one, for being with us today. I always enjoy when you spend time with us, but also thank everybody that joined Cripple Crew International. I appreciate every single one of you. And it really does mean a lot to me. Thank you all. Definitely, we will be going live again, or I will be going live again on Saturday if I don't do another one sooner. And we are very, very close to 1K. So I will be I'm starting the 1K at 994 subs right now. I'm starting the 1K giveaway videos. So 1K video prizes will be showing up soon.
Nice.
And then I'll announce when we'll do the actual entry video before the drawings and such. But stay tuned for that stuff because it's close. And Llama's 23K giveaway should be pretty soon.
All the prizes, every video is uploaded now, so now I just need to
Scheduled.
have one of these videos where pretty much say, hey, on this day I'm gonna have a live stream. I will have an unlisted video. So when you're in the live stream, it'll be in the description. Go ahead and join the live stream, jump in there, comment on the video, and hang out because I'll be pulling winners from that one video. I mean,
Yeah,
it's literally
yeah.
gonna be like one bucket, and everyone puts their name in the bucket.
That's.
one
I'm
time.
thinking of doing it the same way. The Metal Complex way seems pretty simple.
Yeah.
He's kind of got it down.
And that way you can just keep pulling from the same bucket. Like,
Yes.
no sense to complicate it. Everyone's just in there. You get one entry, and that way, when I draw, I don't know how many winners, 6 winners, 7 winners, maybe a grand prize winner, and like 1 and like 2 and 3. Like,
That's what I've got to figure out too, is how I'm going to package prizes.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of stickers. I mean, it's literally everyone that wins is gonna, and then there's gonna be patches and things. So, if you want to get a patch, just hit me up on Instagram or send me a message via email at TacticalLlamaEDC@gmail.com.
Yeah, don't look up Llama EDC or the Tactical Llama. Either way, you'll be wrong.
Actually, I should probably put something on my website for that, for patches.
Yeah,
So it's not under Llama merch. Under Llama merch, you're gonna get t-shirts, hats. Yeah, and what, like, I think shipping was like $3.95, I think, per something like that.
that's not bad.
No, it's not. It's, yeah, there we go. Yeah. And so, yeah, so the hoodies are like $25-$30, something like that.
Very cool.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
All right. Thank you again, everybody, for hanging out with us today. Really appreciate y'all. You know, we will be doing this again next Tuesday, unless he's got to work, but I'll still be here next Tuesday.
I always work. I'm always working. I was on call this past week, dude. I was up till 3 a.m. a couple nights, and this weekend it was still figuring out what day it is. So, yes, but I love this. This is a lot of fun. So thank you so much, DBD. Awesome growth.
We appreciate you being here, homie.
Subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your grandma. Tell your grandpa. Tell your mailman. Tell your,
or just take their phones and sub it for them.
Like, tell them you know this crazy old dude who's disabled but deadly, and he runs an awesome channel, puts out great content. He's there to support you. Like, just tell him, and I bet most people will be like, "That sounds great." Like, everyone needs someone like DBD in their lives. Everyone does.
All right, man. Always good times. Everybody, stay safe, stay frosty, stay deadly.